Okay, hello. Hi everyone, welcome. We are live for the last time with Crayta. How are you all doing? See lots of people in the chat already. This is so awesome. Hi Rosie, Joshua. I was about to say hi to Crayta then. Pablo, hello. Kay, Unai, Jaico, Pablo, Mucusinator, all of you are on Twitch. Good to see some people over on Twitch. Yeah, last time I have been sitting here for ages wondering how to actually begin this. But what I'm really feeling is I'm feeling super excited, to be honest with you. It's going to be a great stream. It's going to be really celebratory. We've got really cool things lined up for you. Do bear with us, I will say. We've got a brand new setup in order to make this happen in the way it is. We wanted to do something super special. So we're in our office. We've got lots of things going on. I've got about 3 screens in front of me. I've got a Russ just off screen here doing all the technical work for me today, which is really awesome. But we will be early on the stream sort of playing with a lot of levels and such. We've got people working by, so do bear with us. But it does mean the really cool thing about this, if you've seen on any of our socials, is that we're going to be having lots of visitors coming to see us from all over the studio. I put a message out for anyone who wants to come and to come say hello. We've got everything from UI UX designers, we've got publishing team members, game devs, software engineers, all that. So they'll be coming along throughout the stream. We are live from 1 p.m. to right through to 4 p.m. when we are. That's the moment that Crayta will shut down its servers. They'll be there right to the end. Feel free to be here for the whole time. Have us on in the background. Pop in and out. Where we will be here. It's gonna be lovely. But yeah, we're happy to hear things. We've got some really cool things going on at the same time. So, like I said, we've got all these visitors coming along. We'll be talking to them about their experiences with Crayta. We'll be talking about what they've done, what they've made, their favourite moments, their favourite games, and bits and bobs like that. Some of them don't actually, because they make the game, don't have massive amounts of opportunities to have played it as much as they wish. So maybe we'll introduce them to some of our favourites, some of your favourite games. Be really nice. Another thing we're also doing throughout this is a nice little sort of aside. We'll be showing you the videos if you've not seen them already, and we're also going to be running a knockout tournament to find out what the community's favourite jam theme was. So we're going to be going through every single jam since the earliest one that I could find the proper theme for, which was, I want to say classified, or it might have even been earlier. So we've got build jams versus game jams. And we will find by the end of the stream your favourite jam theme, which will be a super, super cool thing to do. We'll also be running polls throughout that. Just going to read the messages here at the moment. This is the best community, says Mark. I totally agree. And I don't think that's going to end with this. I think the wonderful thing about this community is that you're all going to have found your own groups within this. I'm sure you'll go off and do game dev work with them. Maybe you'll find other platforms, other things to do. Maybe more servers will come up and you'll all still stay together. So it's really awesome to see what you're all up to and plan to do after this. And do keep us informed if you can. We'd love to hear from you. But yeah, first of all, we're going to have, my first guest is actually, my first guest. What am I? What is this? Some chat show going on. But the first person joining me today is coming all the way from the Netherlands, but it's Luca, a very familiar face. Hi, Luca. How are you doing? Oh, give us a second. We're just going to get that sound sorted out. Give us one moment. We can't hear you at the moment, Luca. Sorry. Chris says, "What a weird, sad day." Oh, Chris Swan is our publishing director. What a weird, sad day, but let's make the most of it. Pretty sure Epic was before Classified. Epic is on the list. That would make sense, actually, because Epic was just before Alien Conspiracy.
No?
Yeah, we can hear Luca. Hello.
Hi.
How's it going? How are you feeling?
This time it wasn't my answer.
No, it was. I've got a celebrating Russ. It's like, no, that's cool. How are you feeling today?
I am very excited to go play some Crayta.
Yeah.
Amazing game.
It's like, I don't know about you, but I think ever since I sort of heard about the shutdown, I've been going through all just my favourite games and such like that, and trying to find the ones that I wanted to sort of get into, especially the ones that have got like decorative and things like that. To sort of, I want to finish them before it's done. But yeah, without further ado, then let's get into some games.
Yes.
AJ rocking the call center headset. I know, we had some like fancier earphones to look more slick, But like I said, we've got like 3 screens set up at the moment, and for some, however reason, the wireless ones just did not work. So we're going with the old call center ones. So I will be taking your problem today, and no, you cannot speak to my manager. Right. So Luca, I asked everyone who was sort of going on. I asked everyone who was coming on. First things first is what is one of your favorite games on Crayta?
That is very easy question.
Go on.
And it's ad infinitum.
Ad infinitum.
Yes. And so, like, not a very known fact. I wanted to be an astrobiologist. I even studied physics at a university for a very short while, but I did.
How am I just learning this?
Ad infinitum, and I even have a beautifully decorated room in the ship as well. So at least I have an opportunity to showcase that. I did take a picture of it.
Nice. Cool. Well, I did that then.
But this is such a. I had a chance to go to like these planets, right? And there is all this different types of life that I killed to take the loot to sell, but it's not the plan I had in real life. But you know, that's what I got to do in this game, and I very much enjoyed that. Also, the fact that I got to, you know, go into the game every few hours to see what different planets were this time. It, you know, the retention.
Good attention. Yeah, this was for unfinished business, wasn't it? This was for the last jam that we did.
Yeah, it won my heart. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was. I really love this game. This is a Tomback and Destiny collab. Yeah, I really enjoy. Like I said, I love the whole planet system. It also felt like, particularly both of them, it's like everything they kind of learn. There was like little bits in there. Like I saw some Destiny packages in there. There was like, you know, the fact that they learn about having the room to decorate, but it not being the main thing. There were so many things that both of them had kind of learned in their game dev journey, and it all sort of came together in something that was still them pushing themselves even more and trying something new, like generative planets. Wild, like No Man's Sky. Who? I don't understand. But yeah, I really like this game. It's a hefty one, so we've got a little bit of a loading thing. It is a big game, but once we load in, we'll go at that. Who else is in the chat at the moment? Spokesers waving. I'm going to try and pronounce this. Paluchiontor over on Twitch. Hello, welcome. And Vilva. Hi. It's so nice to see lots and lots of you here. Yeah, if you missed the beginning, it's just going to be a big celebration. We're not going to. It's just going to be lots of playing games and talking to different members of the team. Yeah, like I said, if you missed the start, we're going to be having lots of visitors sort of pop by throughout the 3 hours that we're going to be here. Everything from game devs to software engineers to UI UX designers, our outsource manager, everything. Yeah, it's really cool. What was I going to say? So we're loading into Infinitum. Oh, come on. Getting game data. This is where we get the first game that we get into take the longest. It's getting game data. I've just noticed I'm looking at the loading screen now, and it's like, oh, here we go. Whoa! Look, just as I go to start our conversation, that's when we load in. All right, let's see. Let's get that screen on for you. Awesome. I also just really loved this. This like entry sort of cinematic moment.
It like sets you into like where you are in like the world of like you are in this sci-fi universe, like you are traveling through space, and this is while you are visiting all those worlds.
Yeah, it gives me very like first episode of a Star Trek season. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna be, just because of the setup we've got, it's gonna be difficult for us to share links, isn't it? But I'll tell you what I can do. I can do this, and then Russ can type out the code. Russ's face. So there's the code on screen. So we won't be able to do direct links just because that's going to be too difficult with the setup that we've got here, but we will put the code out for you to type in. Captain Brooksy, I beta tested Crayta and spent many hours playing it with my son on Stadia. It'll always have a special place in my heart. Thank you for sharing that with us. That's so wonderful. I've had a few people message saying that they played this with their kids. It's such a good game for that, like to sort of, you know, really early invest them in not only in game dev, but just sort of seeing that anyone can make games. And so there's such a good list of easy to play stuff on here. Let's have a look at Luca's cabin. Oh my goodness, you've got the thing.
I got the thing.
I'm so jealous of your thing. This is a cute little room. Look at this little reindeer moment. It's Christmas still in Luca's room. I like this.
Yeah.
Okay, well I have some
I
stuff.
there was a Christmas event and I really loved it. It was so much fun.
The
with
holiday
the Santa
events are
and
really
the
cool.
Rudolph and yeah,
Yeah,
the was great.
Got locked out my own room. Yeah, but do you have this? Come here. You have this.
I'm coming.
Look what I've got.
I do. Nice.
Look at that. I don't
That
even remember how
is
I got it.
guarded, right? By the scary looking alien.
I think so, yeah. It took me about 3 goes. They killed me and I kept going back. I was like, no, I want it. Give it to me. But yeah, there's not really much of as good a theme in mine. I've got a sandcastle next to some coral. Because I found, I don't know if you can find it again today, but I found an underwater planet. Or rather, a water planet, I guess, and you could just swim around and pick up stuff.
I played this morning and I saw a planet I haven't seen before.
That's incredible.
It's amazing.
So yeah, we've both got what are we both? Oh, you're staff sergeant. Oh well, what's the point of me playing? So I also really love this screen. I think this is really cool. I have another sandcastle. Okay, so let's go to the solar system. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, only me and Destiny are staff sergeant.
Oh really? Okay, so it's still scanning, so we've only got 1 inhabitable planet, but that's absolutely, let's go for that. By the time we get back, there might be another one. So, while we're doing that, oh, how do I get up? I forgot how I get up. Oh, there we go, got it. When did you join Crayta? I forget now. It feels
When
like
did
you've been
I
here
started
forever.
playing?
When did you start with us? Like, when you joined? Actually, no, yeah, when you started playing. Let's do that from there.
I started playing during Curse Galleons.
Okay, yeah, so just before the hub change.
I was I absolutely fell in love with the minigame in the hub.
Mhm.
There was the counter of how many days in a row you played it.
Yeah.
And I was very proud when I got to the leaderboard of that and stayed there. But that was before I joined Unit 2. So I was playing Crayta before I joined Unit 2. So that was lovely.
I personally will say I think Cursed Galleons was my favorite. No, it was my second favorite hub game. I really enjoyed that. The ship with the finding the treasure and everything. And that actually, I think the community said that was their favorite themed hub. They did vote that they loved the classic one the most, the original hub. Okay, so you jumped in Cursed Galleons. That was a really cool, like, rich season. And what was like? Because I know you played Crayta while you were being. Oh my god, I've never seen this planet before. What? What was the first game you jumped into?
First game?
Yeah, you turned on Crayta. You were like, okay, I'm applying for this job. I should probably play this game.
It was probably one of the farming games.
Oh, what Farmer's Life or? Oh my god, I'm so bad at this.
Oh. What's the one made by Crayta? Oh, okay. In case you don't know, I am the worst at remembering names of games. So I just gave hints to AJ about names of Crayta games, and AJ gives me the name.
You just literally just described them to me, and I'm like, yep, you mean this one. Yeah, I mean, Tumbleweed Ridge is a classic. It's something that we've made very early on, and it's just holds up really, really well. There's so much to it.
And it's like so interesting because at first I would join in and you have nothing and you see other players there and they have these amazing like decorations inside their house, right? And so many like planets, so many plants growing, and then eventually you will get to the point that you have all those things and that progression is amazing, and then you see that new player joining in and they come to your farm, like seeing all those amazing things you have, and you're like, I made it.
You're like, I've put my stamp on this game. You're on the same planet as me, right? This like circuit board planet.
Yeah.
I've just found a hole that we can jump down. Wait, come see if you can find me. Where are you?
Do you have utility drone?
No.
Because I do, and I can tell you, there are robots down there.
Oh, you've been here already. All right then.
Well, I with utility drone, you have like a compass of where things are on a planet. So I can see like 35 meters in that direction is a robot.
Oh, I need this.
Or
drone.
20 meters that direction is a monolith, or basically. And the utility robot also gives you batteries or teleports you back on the ship. I love this game. I love this game. I can't help it.
This really is your favorite. Oh my god, robot. Oh no, can I kill him with this? Am I gonna die? No, okay, fine. This game is so huge. Like, every time I play it, I find something new. No. Come on. There we go. Here we go. Got him. Kill aliens on the planet. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Are they stuck there? Yeah. Get him. Oh, who's that? Ah, no. Iceland fell to their death. Why is that? Oh my goodness. Oh no, I died. This is such a cool planet. I'm gonna catch all messages.
Now he's coming after me.
As AJ knows, I had a great time streaming with the whole Stadia community. Hi Jeff, yes, you've had such wonderful streams. I hope your last stream was really, really wonderful. Such a fancy door as well. It is a really cool door, like the animation going into the rooms and such. It's just such a nice touch that like you could just use a normal door, but yeah. No jumping on the bed. Nah. Hello, beautiful community. I'd love to share this last moment in Crayta together. Hi, Andy. Oh, Rosie Dooley is here. Hey, Rosie. Oh, I mean, Mukusa just said the truth. You are the alien on the planet. That is literally true. They are the locals. So what you should say is you killed a local. You killed an inhabitant. No, I have this whole thing with like when I watch. There's so many movies and such with like surrounds like around a hero of some form, and like especially like a lot of RPG-based games. Is the idea that you arrive on these planets or these lands or these countries, you kill every monster and piece of flora, fauna, and bug in the entire area, and then leave and sell all your stuff to this like local town that's like got 2 shops, and you're asking for like thousands of gold for this stuff. You basically just destroyed their environment and their economy in one fell sweep, and everyone's like, hero of the land. I'm like, no, you're evil. You're a villain. You're ruining the world.
And then don't forget that you are also leveling up your sneak and lockpicking, so you can steal everything that every normal person that is dirt poor also has in their house. Exactly.
I think each shop in each village should just have like a limit to how much they can do. That's so funny. Yeah, I want to go to one more planet. I want to see if there's another.
Okay.
I want to see if there's. Oh no, there's not. They're still scanning them at the moment. Wait, how much was the? What did you say it was? I love this bit. Oh. Supplies. Oh yeah, let's sell some stuff. What else have we got? Book, insurance recovery. Ross, do you think we should do the first vote? The jam, is that possible? Oh, okay, well, I guess we'll just... cool. We're already on the second poll. Is it up now?
Yep.
What's the poll? Tell me! Oh, I don't even control my own stream. Okay, so we're currently voting for whether Clockwork Contraption or Build a Base is better. You weren't around for any of those, were you? I don't think. Luca?
What do I?
You weren't around for Build a Base. Were you around for Build a Base? I don't think so.
I don't know. No,
So you-
I wasn't.
So yeah, people need to, if you can vote for it, and it can be for whatever reason you want. So it could be that you really enjoyed the theme and just generally, whether you like the name, or whether you thought the results of that was the best, or even maybe you just personally loved what you ended up creating for that. Yeah, I want to hear what you know. I think if I had to vote for one of those two, I think I'm going to say, it's difficult because I really like both of those. I think I'm going to say Build a Base purely because of the outcome from it. I think that was one of the best bases of, and I think they're some of the most used packages that we've ever had, really. People use Echo starter maps as just a way to get, test out things so much. Like, there were so many buildings that people still use now. Where is this? I want a utility drone. How much is that? 2K. I don't know how much I have. How much do I have? How do I know? Oh, 732. Well, that's not happening.
Can I tell you ad infinitum fun fact that I'm not sure if you noticed?
Please.
The bigger the planet, the smallest jumps you can make, because the gravity is higher.
Is that like an actual thing?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Like the astronomy nerd in me is just like so happy.
That's because I was just gonna say, because the one we were just on was huge, and I like barely jump.
Yes, and so and then there is in the ship there is, when you click on crew and climbers, you can see people who climb the highest peak on the planet, and then imagine you are on a huge planet that has a really tall mountain. But because it's a huge planet, you can only make really tiny jumps, and it's really, really difficult to climb the peak. I did that.
So I was gonna go. I'm gonna take us to one of the showcases for Build a Base, because that's one of the ones that's on the vote at the moment. I think I was gonna go to Jungle Base, because that's the jungle. Yeah, I think I might go to Jungle Base. I think that was Desert Buildings was cute as well. We might go to a couple, so let me know what your favourite was in there. So let's go to... Do I want to go to the build? If Dry Cereal here, was it Build a Base Dry Cereal Showcase? There's two. Or there's the Jungle Base Build Jam Showcase. I'm so confused. I'm going to go to this one. I think this is the right one. Yeah. I'll go to this one. Basically, it confirms. Yeah, you're right. That is what he did. That's so impressive. Like, little details like that is just like... People are really going to appreciate that when they play your game. They're going to notice these things. And to make it on a platform like Crayta, which does have its, limits in some ways, really, really. Destiny, you are a coding god. And you've got that, like those screens, and there's the projector with all the molecules on it as well. And the planets and such. Yeah, wild. I could never. This is the one thing about working in this job, is that I've just consistently been impressed by everyone. Like, I'm just like, it's hard for me to give feedback sometimes, because I'm just like, you did so good, sweetie. Like, I'm like a proud dad, basically.
We've got two minutes left.
2 minutes left on the poll. Who's winning at the moment?
So
Can't see on my screen.
the first result.
Oh yeah, who won the first result?
So the first result, we should be able to go to the poll screen. Epic.
We're gonna see the poll screen here. Epic beat Living City. I'm surprised. That was a really cool one, because Epic was the one when we joined Epic Games. There were some interesting results from that, but I thought maybe that Living City had some really cool things. We had those Azahara's like projections. We got some like modular stuff, but it was a difficult one. I can imagine that. So maybe Epic was more like. So now we're on Clockwork Contraptions and Builder Base. As Serial said, I'm also surprised everyone hated the Epic theme. Well, clearly not everyone. Clearly you don't speak for everyone, Serial.
Yeah, we're just wrapping up the second one, and we can see that Builder Base is probably going to win that one.
Nice. Okay, yeah, cool. So let's have a look at one of my favorite entries to that jam. So this is the treetop base, which I think won best social space for this jam. This was a really cool. If you come out here, Luca. Oh, you can't see me. Oh, can you make it? Can you make it? Yeah. Look at this. Oh wait, we're not on that screen. But yeah. The absolute atmosphere of this thing. This is by Dry Coast and Serial. The atmosphere of this thing is insane. And when you download the package, you get like mix and match these towers. What even was the Epic theme, says Iceland. It was literally just Epic. Look, okay, it was early on. We weren't feeling massively creative. Hey, you all made great games for it, so
It's
not our fault.
wow. First time here.
In this one,
Yes.
yeah, it's just what's the fun thing is I like to show people things that are like, and there's like this one they made. It's just a showcase for the jam, and they just made it into like a kind of find all the notes kind of game, and then you can always go upstairs and all of them. Wait, is this upstairs here? Is that it coming? Yeah, here we go. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go up here in a second, Luca. Yeah, I really love this jam. I think I'll argue. No. Oh, there we go. You got. It's fine. I guess you can survive crushes. You got Rogue over here. No, is it Rogue that can go through walls? I forget. And they got more things to read. And then these parts were all modular, so you could just like. There was 3 different bases, 3 different mid parts, and 3 different tops, canopies, if you will. And they were all kind of like this sort of survival in the forest-esque thing. Some of them had like schools and prison systems, rain catchers or whatever. It was, yeah, really awesome. And then they just made this showcase with this incredible thing. And I remember Serial got really mad because we technically weren't marking you on the showcase, and they'd spend most of their time in the showcase. We were like, well, look at that volcano as well. Is that the same one that they use in Ruins of Mahora? I think. I can't remember who. Someone made it. Who knows? But yeah, it's a really cool one. I'm pretty sure. That's when I made Epic Cleanup Brigade, aka Disco Vomit. I forgot about No, I didn't. No, I mentioned Disco Vomit on the stream the other day actually, and you were like, "It's confetti." Like, oh yeah.
No, it's definitely Disco Vomit.
It was definitely Disco Vomit. I'm just making sure I haven't missed any messages. Wait a minute, is Luca Lols the player? No, you're not Luca Lols, are you? Do you have another Crayta account, Luca?
I do.
What's the username for it?
I don't really want to share because it's tied to a lot of other my stuff.
Ah, there we go. You'll never know, Dry Ghost. You'll never know. You might have to find out. It could be someone. There are other people in the world called Luke. Luca Lols. Let's have a look. So, what was everything? Because that one so beautiful, that one so impressive. Oh, Nat, yeah, this was so impressive. It was so beautiful. I don't remember which ones won the top. Second theme weekly was at launch was gold. Oh, is that like a weekly like quest thing? Oh, awesome. Oh, Reese is sad for Living City. There's a customizer at the start too before you enter the explorable world. Wait, did I miss that? Like, I thought like that was already going to come on. I thought that was in the other one. Here you are. There we are. Cool. So, yeah. So we are. I've just had my next guests arrive. Sorry, my volcano is different. Let's call them. No idea what to do. Yeah. Thank you for joining me, Luca, and for sharing us one of your favorite games with us and something you've got. And before you go, what was your favorite season, Victor? From what was your favorite?
I think Cybertanica.
Okay.
Just because it's such a cool like idea in general. I feel like it's not often combined like the sort of natural elements with future sci-fi stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Definitely one of my favorites. I loved all the added bits in the store. It gave her a really nice style, and our art team went really, and it just felt, for me, it felt the most fitting for Crayta's original sort of thing, that kind of like optimistic future, which feels very much like Crayta's kind of feel, like very neon, very future fashion, but very open and positive. Yeah, it fit really well for me. But yeah, feel free to play along with us, Luca. We're going to get our next guest in. But yeah, thank you for joining me, and yeah, play along with us, please do.
Yeah,
it's been a pleasure.
I will.
Hey.
Very glad I could be here.
I'm really
Bye
glad
bye.
you could be. Thank you. Cool. So I'm going to bring over. You can all hear me still fine. Like I've broken everything. So give us one sec. We're going to show you a video now. So we've got a farewell video. If you haven't caught it already, we've just so many cameras. So we've got a farewell video for you. We're just going to put that on now, and then I'll bring my next guest over. Might remember them. See you in a bit. Welcome back, everyone. Hello. That video is incredible. Thank you everyone who worked on that. Really had a lot of fun getting all the games together for that video. There's just so many to choose. And just a small snapshot of everything that was later. So you might recognise my guests a little bit. So the early streamers, even before I was here, we've got Sean, aka Nomaki. UI UX designer, and Adam, or Adam O, as you might know,
Yeah.
such a hidden behind the mask of Adam O, who you moved through different roles. You started off as
I was
similar to me, right? Game dev.
game dev and community manager first, kind of working alongside Russ and doing stream with Russ. Technical design, kind of ran the hub stuff.
And do you want to talk a little bit about what you've been doing, Sean, with your UI UX?
Yeah, so I worked a lot on designing all like the main menu systems and a bunch of like the small game systems and the creation features as well. So we sort of worked a bit with a lot of engineers and designers doing it's a little bit of everything. Creative.
Yeah, and now you've gone on to, you, I'm a technical artist, you've been one of the main people for the hubs, right?
Yeah, exactly. So kind of oversaw this new design update to the hub. So I don't know if anyone remembers what the old hub looks like, but this one's quite different now. And then been kind of seasonal updates to the hub. So what we changed the hub over first Galleon's time, made the pirate ship game that, and Cybertanica, which was the sculpture garden. Harrowing High was next with the
After Cascalians?
no after Cybertanica.
Yes.
Yeah.
Harrowing High with the monster game,
In
then
the,
Tabletop Champs.
And now
Is
Tabletop
that
Champs now, yeah,
now
exactly.
Tabletop Champs.
Now we're here with, which is, you've had a lot of fun with making the Tabletop Champs one. With, we can swap over to now to start have a look look around the hub while we're there.
Yeah, we both did this, and we both had a lot of good fun making this.
It was all the people were talking about all the rules and everything. I love this little thanks. That's so cute. Yeah, this has definitely been. I think. Would you say it's one of the most difficult hubs to make, or
I think
the fact that you had to make rules of chess and everything?
Yeah, probably the most technically challenging hub might have been Harrowing High, dealing with the NPC and the pathfinding. But then the actual logic and the rules of chess were quite complex to implement in Lua, certainly, and then getting the UI right as well, working with Sean on that one. It looks like someone wanted to spectate a game.
Wants
of
to
checkers.
spectate, yeah.
Well, I want to play
I don't want to
chess.
play.
I want to play chess. So
If someone's in the hub, come play chess with Adam.
So yeah, I think certainly implementing the chess game was definitely a challenge.
Yeah.
But I do think the UI on this one, Sean and one of the new members of the team, Eduardo, did an amazing job with the design and implementation of this UI. It's really nice once you get into the game.
It's really smooth. It works really, really nicely. And I know when people were obsessed with coming in and playing. I know Daigoro was on the Discord, just like consistently challenging people to try and beat him at one of the games.
Yeah.
We've got some people here saying, yeah, there we go. Very talented people and a cool platform. It had potential. Adam and Nomaki High. The menus were 10 out of 10. I always loved Crayta's UI.
Oh,
There we go.
thank you.
Really, some love was clear and intuitive. Very nice. Adam's simple packages were the best. They were always probably some of the most used packages alongside Mighty Codes. I think you two together are probably
Mighty
the most
Code did some good
the most
packages,
downloaded packages I think we've got. Joshua, who is Serial, says, I definitely feel bad making Adam implement en passant just for the game to shut down immediately.
That's why I didn't want to do it.
It
No, I'm
was like-
joking.
we were just like in the background like,
Yeah.
come on.
I literally thought about it as I was implementing chess. I thought, do we need en passant rules? I think I said to Sean or maybe Mark, who did the environment for Tabletop Champs, I said to one of them, I know I'm not putting in en passant, and I feel like someone's going to bring
Someone's
it up.
going to mention it.
And you did. So
There's one thing about the creative community: you do not disappoint in how annoying you can be. That's for sure. No, I love that attention to detail, and like you were like, no, there's a rule, I want it in. It clearly showed that you loved playing it because you wanted it to be perfect. Oh, you're in the
I'm in the photo booth.
in the photo booth. I will just
love
say
this
it.
room.
This is the best photo booth.
Yeah.
I don't know who made it. Who made
Mark.
Was that
Mark
Mark?
did the photo
This
booth.
was the best photo booth. This but the reason I really loved this season so much was because of how out of reality it was. Like a lot of them
Yeah.
are based on things that we kind of know well, right? And that kind of look. Whereas this, as soon as obviously you would tabletop challenge, but to then have them all huge, and to have them like this kind of like toy-ish world, and like it made everyone else feel really small. I really loved the design of this one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool being abstract.
Hey, who sat with me? I can't
That
remember.
is Iceland. It's Iceland. Okay, so I know you. You know, we'll go to you afterwards. What is one of your favourite games in Crayta?
Ooh, I wrote down a few because I didn't want to forget them. So there was the Assassins one. I need to remember the
Oh
actual
yeah,
name.
it is called. It was by Slate
It was
Diva.
Contract Assassins.
Yep.
Me and Sean love playing Contract Assassin. To be
Yeah.
honest, we were talking about this before the stream, and we liked a lot of similar games.
Okay, interesting.
Some of the more recent ones. So Contract Assassin was awesome. I
Okay.
love the gameplay of that, and like the mechanic of trying to find the other assassins. It was great. Great Tactics was awesome. I think that was
Yeah.
a couple of prize funds ago, and it was one of the winners. If you remember that one, it was kind of the semi-turn-based, like tactical action game. That was really
Was
nice.
it against which one?
Crayta Tactics.
Yeah. That
the
was
Old Rich Champions.
It was Chinzar and I think a little bit of Little Creator. I think.
Yeah.
That was one of the top 5 for that jam.
We played there quite a lot with Ross as well for a bit.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was really replayable.
I didn't realize how, especially when you got a big group in them as well. It was really, really cool. I think. Oh God. Can
What's
we
up?
now? You've been doxed, Sean. Can we now say that Nomaki is the one that shared the office layout when we used for the Nightmare games?
No, it wasn't.
Seven
It wasn't
stars!
secret. We knew that.
Okay, let's play Contract Assassins then. That works
play
really well.
Contract
That works
Assassins.
really nicely.
When I read that, I panicked a bit. I was like, I'm sure I didn't keep it secret. I was like,
Oh, let me do it for you.
Oh, thanks.
Cool. We'll play Contract Assassins. That's a nice one.
Yeah, this
Awesome.
was really good, isn't it?
Contract Assassins has a chance to stand alone game. Yeah, it was. What,
Yeah.
So this was this unfinished business again?
For the game jam.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
I
unfinished
think
business
it
again. So
was.
we've had a double unfinished business one. This was Slay to Be Burn, and I think some other people worked on it as well.
I think Daigoro is definitely involved.
Daigoro, that
He
was
said
it.
the
Yes,
pathfinding stuff.
that was it. It was Daigoro. It was really cool. It felt like they said like a standalone game, and I was like,
Yeah.
it had so much more to it that I was like, I want to keep playing this.
Yeah, it was
like
really
I want to
cool.
come. It's the sort of game that sometimes I get my fun out of it, really enjoyed it, but do I go back? Probably not. This one, I was like, yeah, I want to go back on this. Like if someone's around, like, oh, do you want to play a game of Crayta? I'd want to play this.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed that I'm wearing my personal favourite outfit ever in Crayta. It did change when Cybertanker came out. It was for ages. It was I've got some bombs. For ages, it was the
What do the bombs do?
These is a smoke one, so you can run and hide easier.
I think definitely out of all the seasons, Cybertanica had my favourite outfits.
I think
Yeah.
because it was like a mix of like actual like urban-y, like future streetwear that kind of felt quite. I would wear that. Like if I was in this time, I would put this outfit on.
It's like my one is the enforcer guy with the metal arm and the hologram that comes out.
Yeah.
But like the jacket I found was just so cool. I was like, I want to get that jacket in real life. You know, someone cool for
Someone get the.
someone get a sword. Yeah, some creative swag.
Yeah, we're here to announce the Crayta fashion line. Is actually what's we're gonna do. No, I mean, you can literally see what I'm wearing right now. Like, these colours are my. It's just what I would wear, and I just love the little plant on the back.
Winner's sports bar. I can't remember, certainly on Control, how you kill people in this.
It is you've got to have the bat open
you
on
only
your
take-
left.
Oh yeah,
You only get it out when you're gonna hit them.
Otherwise, they run away. Yeah, they run away from you.
that's got to be the target, right? It's target leaving.
Well, you got the thing. haven't
Target's
you?
entered Medical Center Plaza.
Yes, you've got to go to the Medical Centre Plaza. When we get a chance, we'll get the code so people can join us if they need.
Oh no, run faster.
Get it. Target eliminated. Yeah, you got dollars. Now you got to run because always.
Agent, oh! You play it. I got killed straight away. I didn't see the agent.
They did. So when they raised it for the jam, it was really harsh. You basically lost all your money if you died. They've now reduced it a little bit, but you do still lose money. It's about 50%. I think you lose.
Yeah, I think that was the one bit of like feedback when me and Sean were playing. I don't think either of us got past the baseball bat.
No.
Which might be a reflection
it
on
took
how
a while.
bad we are. But
Yeah.
We were pretty bad.
But for something like that small for in a jam, like if your currency, you didn't make your currency good enough in 2 weeks. I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
your
fine.
economy. How dare you not make a good enough economy?
It's just a balance thing. That's
Yeah,
all.
and it was really good. And also, what I really, really loved about this game is that it benefited changing outfits a lot. It's going to be difficult with us on this,
true.
but the amount of times I play this, run down an alleyway, escape, customize, outfit, change, boom, and then run back around the corner, and just be like. Which never worked on stream because you'd all just look at the stream and know who I was anyway.
Oh yeah. I love that aspect of playing with Sean though, when like you think you know what outfit he's wearing, but you don't say anything,
Yeah.
and then you follow like that Cybertanica outfit around for ages, and you're like, yeah, it's you.
But then sometimes the opposite would be true. I'd be like, oh, why would they have an NPC wearing that outfit? That's such a specific one. And
Yeah.
then I kill them and they were like, nope.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. Let's have a look.
Terrace is outside part.
Yeah. Look.
Yeah, like the bear.
Yeah,
I was like,
the mascot.
I was like, that can't be an
Yeah.
NPC. Someone in here.
I love the neonish glow, futuristic style of the Cybertonic casino. Yeah, and I think I said this earlier to Luca, who said it was her favourite season as well, is that it just fit Crayta the most. Like, we already from the beginning had done that like neon through everything, like, even if it was Cursed Galleons or whatever, we'd always done that neon stuff, and Cybertonica it fitted so perfectly to that. Oh,
What are you trying to do? Coax him into getting a drink?
just like, you can't poison people in this game. Would you like this drinks?
Sean's gone full assassin.
So
He's going to meet and greet.
So this is where you've got the shop here. So if you press X now, oh my god,
Oh.
there's some death happening. What just happened? Natalie Fraser. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Oh, was Natalie killed straight away?
Natalie was killed immediately. She tried to take someone out.
That's a shame.
Good job, the other targets here.
Pablo says this is an amazing game. Yeah, it's really good. Let me know if you need the code. We can always get that. If not, we will. I know normally we only need the code for the Americans, and the Americans might not even be awake yet. Oh no, wait, no. I've seen Dry Coast and Cereal. You woke up early for this.
The American.
The Americans. So there, he's going to type the code out for you. This whole setup is. I was saying that this is the setup I always wish we had.
Setup. Yeah. Not bad actually.
This is great.
It's all him. I won't. It's all.
Good job, Russ.
Good job out of saying.
Has Russ even been on camera?
No.
You haven't even been on camera? Russ is right here.
Russ is right there. We'll turn the camera at some point during it. Say hi.
ASMR voice.
Your voice is coming through. I already set everything up. Honestly.
You don't cut me out my own screen.
Wow! This whole time I thought Russ was taking a back seat. He's like, no, I'm secretly actually the power holder right now. East Coast is awake, and Naya Alchemy says we are awake. Hi Naya, nice to see you. Really awesome. I hope we'll play one of your games later, Naya. I had CTF Roast on my list. Later.
I don't think I've played
No,
CTF.
it's
not?
definitely not Iceland.
Is it? Get him! Get him!
It just is.
Oh no! I just want to change. Stop!
Go! Kill him! Kill the ice cream! Kill the ice cream!
No! They're running. Oh.
Sure.
I know there's a special bit at the
You
back.
paid a lot of money for your Enequa treatment.
We're just ruining your game.
Yeah. Oh, it's fine. I already got some. I got some stuff. I'm also terrible at this game. I'll literally go past someone and be like, "Oh, I'm so sneaky," and they'll just go whack, and I'm like, "How did you know?"
You say that, but neither me or Adam have much more.
Yeah, we really didn't.
Really no. You need to try and go in when no one's actually playing and just kill the NPCs. It's a little bit easier. But little Crayta would just somehow know whenever I was playing and just destroy me. I was like, oh.
That's good.
Well, I have to say the NPCs have done really well in this. Like,
They feel natural.
You sometimes can't tell what's a player and what's an NPC.
Luca's our target. We've got to find Luca.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to kill.
No
Luca.
reason. Oh, we're not. We've. What? Who's Luca? Crazy. Oh.
Did you see the outfit?
She's totally gonna go and change it though.
Yeah. I think it was like great. I think it was the spacesuit one.
This is the thing. Is also sometimes they
Down
run,
the
and
alley?
I was like, oh no.
I think it might have been that astronaut. No, that's an NPC. It got
No,
stuck on the
it's
door.
You got stuck on the door. You say that. I sometimes do that. I sometimes like, no, get the astronaut. Get the astronaut.
Kill the astronaut.
Just kill them. Just kill them.
Alright.
Oh fuck.
Why would you do that? You idiot! Don't just kill innocent people. You killed AJ now.
You killed.
Shall I
No.
try and find
Yeah, you
Luca?
did.
Go on. Have a couple more lines, and then we can. Oh, where did my coffee go? Oh, coffee.
Right. I feel like it might have been that outfit that I saw Luca in, but
No,
it changed anyway.
should
so-
be.
They're gonna change. Oh. Excuse-
What are you doing? What are you doing? That's very suspicious behaviour. That's not an NPC, is it?
Oh.
Shank him.
Get him! Get him! No!
Oh, no!
They stole the
Who is this? Is this just
It's definitely
Iceland?
Do you think it's Iceland, or are they trying to pretend to get them?
Someone being Iceland.
Nah,
Someone.
This is Iceland. Definitely.
Who will win this chase? Probably not me. I'll be killed by a enforcer
I
or
bet it's
whatever they call
Luca. I'm gonna say it's Luca.
it. I'm not winning this chase.
Go.
This is a pretty exciting change.
This is like we need some like
Some camera cuts and.
Oh, where'd they go?
developer. Hi developer. Hi guys, really nice to see you all. I can't stick around, but just want to sit by.
I got him.
Who was it? Another assassin. So we don't know who it was.
No.
Fine. It was
See?
right. It was Iceland.
Iceland.
It was Iceland.
God, yeah.
I'm gonna hide in a dumpster.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh.
Who was that?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, we got a new
No,
poll.
I don't
which
think it was
which
a
two
thing.
are we on the poll
I couldn't
now?
do it. I couldn't get in. Would have been a cool thing though.
So the two on the poll now are Dungeon Master and Top Secret Facility. I can quickly show you where we're up to.
Yeah. Okay. We're doing a poll, by the way, to find out the community's favourite jam theme overall in a tournament style. So we're running that throughout the stream, so they can vote on it.
Where are we at? We've got.
So far we did Epic versus Living City in Epic 1, and we've done Builder Base versus another one. We'll see in a minute. It'll come up in a moment, then we'll know. There's no point in me guessing.
I just figured another thing we talked about this, maybe it's just my opinion, is you should have been able to fight back against the enforcement agents. When they start shooting you, if you had a gun, you should have been able to fight them off.
Take them out, yeah.
Like GTA style, where you only have one after you, and if you kill him, you can get away with it, but two will come after you then.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I kind of, because there's less of a, like, I don't think it's like making it better, but it's like, that changes it a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just changes the
Because
game.
there's also the whole thing of like, you remember the opening cutscene that you get in this game that's just
Yeah.
like, it's our turf kind of thing.
Target into quick fix coffee. That's... Wait, who just sat down? Was it that person that came in?
Is it going? Yeah. Is it them?
Oh, we have this bar at the top, don't we? It's not the staff member. Ah.
No, it's them. Yes, no run, because they're going to kill you. The agents are going to come.
Run!
Jump!
Ah!
Oh my god.
I got stuck on a jar.
Okay, let's see what we're at the poll. So yeah, so we had Epic vs Living City, Epic 1. Clockwork Contraptions vs Builder Base 1. Treasure Hunt versus Science Fair 1. That's interesting. I thought Treasure Hunt would do really well. And Top Secret Facility and Dungeon Master has won. Dungeon Master is one of my favourite all-time ones. So we are now on Dream Vacation Shaping the Future poll? Is that where we're at?
Correct. Yeah.
So what is your favourite out of those two? Is Dream Vacation or Shaping the Future?
Shaping the future.
Say Shape in the Future.
Shaping the Future was the one that gave birth
Very
to like
open.
yeah, it was really open and it had some really cool. That was a normal regular game jam, and the results were almost Mega Jam-esque.
Yeah,
like they had less
yeah.
time, and it seemed they even got the better. Cool. So we've done one of your favorite games. You said you had a similar list, but what's on your list for favorite games?
I think it's hard. It's depending on, I guess. I'd say I find that because we played a lot of the games when Crayta first came out, they sort of stick in my mind as anything.
That's cool though. We've done a lot of new
Some-
ones, so it'd be quite cool to some classic ones out
I
there.
think the throwback would really be probably Alpha. by,
Alpha. Wow. Okay, we can play Alpha.
I think I remember-
There's been actually they just released a Easter egg something. Oh wait, yeah, there we go.
What, a new Alpha.
There we go. First one. If you could click it on it.
Alpha was great, actually.
Yeah, so
I
this,
love Alpha.
I think for this one.
This was Rooked, very early. Rooked and UNF. Sorry,
I
UNF.
remember UNF was involved. So for me, because this was the first one where it was like a co-op sort of story element to it. I can't remember which of us played together, but yeah, we sort of played together for I think an hour and a half, went through the whole story elements, and it was, there was lots of like moments when I said, wow, you discover a new thing, or it gets quite tense when someone's low on health and you've got more robots just flooding in and shouting on comms for help. And it was first game I felt like a cohesive sort of beginning and middle and end of a game.
Yeah,
because
and I
the ending
remember-
was quite tense.
Yeah, we actually finished it once,
I
didn't
have-
we? And it properly gets hard, and when you finish it, it actually feels really satisfying that you made it.
I've still not finished it. So
You've got
there's I
2
know.
hours to go finish it.
So I tried every single time. Because I know there's some secret things. I get really
Yeah.
far. I even worked out the whole like. There's a bit where they talk about cameras, like 10 eyes are watching you or whatever, and I worked that out. But I think I'm just missing. There must be just a small thing that I'm missing. But I've played it so many times, and I'm like, I just get to a point where I'm like, I've done everything, and then I get frustrated because of how many of those robots come after me. Like, leave me.
Yeah.
I tried to work out if I left it to like a certain amount, would they respawn? Like I was like, is it done so like 10 spawn, but if you leave one alive, only one stays. I tried to like test that out, because like, I could just run away from just one.
Yeah.
Did we change outfit? When did we change outfit?
I wanted to not get caught again in
Right, okay.
Contract
No,
Assassins.
I'm happy to change outfits as we go through. This is also...
Cybertanica.
It
wasn't.
was not actually. It's one of the earlier
Yeah.
ones, one of the base ones. We've done a lot of recolors
Yeah.
for it though.
Yes.
We did a Cybertanica recolor in like a yellow.
Yeah.
It's one of my early favourites. When I first joined, this is what I would wear.
Yeah.
I just thought it was super forward, like design. I'm not sure if this was a Lucy or a Jason design. I'm not sure. Do you know?
I don't know. I think it's probably a Jason design, this one.
And one of the things, I mean, for me personally, as a queer person as well, is just seeing that they were doing outfits that were quite feminine, and then just being like, it's exactly the same on the male character, or the sort of masculine body type, just really sold me. Obviously, it's difficult sometimes because of the way of the shape, stuff like that. But for this one, I was like, yeah, get a guy in a crop top if he wants, and a little mini plaid skirt.
Yeah, this works well.
And I was like, I love it. It really sold me on. Clearly, the team here had a really good ethos, and they weren't trying to just be like,
Yeah.
do the generic thing. They were like actually trying things out, and like, I really liked
There's
it.
a score token or something just down by the banister on the left. Look left.
School token.
See that thing? The green token or money.
Oh.
Natalie said, "Would that not be beta?" You joke, but they actually made a beta and a
Yeah.
gamma.
Wasn't there beta the tower defense?
Yeah, so there was a whole storyline. So the
I
idea is
see.
that once you finish this and you escape, you come out of the police station,
Oh,
and then beta is a
didn't
tower
realise
defense outside the police station.
Oh.
There we are.
a shared universe.
That's cool, actually.
And it's the
Yeah.
same things that are coming towards you. It's the robots.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
That's nice. I like
somehow
that.
didn't
No,
know.
there's a generator there. You need to do that.
That's it. Yeah. And then you need to go to the other side.
There's like an electrical room where you need to put the generator.
Uh,
To the ducks and the balloons and the targets.
the balloons.
And all of it. Do all of it.
Did you spend many time in the UGG office playing the community-made games? Just curious about if Late Friday LAN parties ever happened.
Basically, yeah. It did. Didn't
Yeah.
they? We had things called full squad tests all the time. We try and get the full squad, like everyone involved.
Yep.
And we would play a bunch of community games.
Mm-hmm.
We seem to always default to Sniper Arena as a good place to just test like anything, like
It was
locomotion or whatever. But yeah,
We're gonna-
we'd
we've got-
always check out.
We've got Robin,
Community
QA
games.
tester, look
Yeah.
and I was going to say, because they've actually made a Sniper Arena 2.
What?
It's slightly unfinished, I believe, but Iceland he was working on it and didn't quite time to finish it, but he has published what is there. So we're going to have a little look at that maybe.
Oh, insta kill.
Is that what it was? I couldn't work out what they were. I wish, like...
I think that one's
mean,
insta
go
kill.
on, shoot,
I'm not
shoot.
sure.
I know, the controllers are hard, I'm sorry.
I think one shot kills.
Nice.
Yeah, the lamp that we do like the full squad tests, and also, I mean, I don't know about you, but sometimes in my lunch I would just, if I didn't have anything to do, I'd just choose a new player game to play.
Yeah, I try and stay fairly up to date. I haven't been great at it more recently, like when I was
got a
focused on my
sadness
hub
to it.
things.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I did.
But that's,
try
I
and
think
keep up with
some
it.
of the people that have invited here today have been like, I don't get much time to play them, so I was like, oh, what's your favourite game that we can play on stream? I don't actually have much time recently to play it, like, I've been so busy, and that's kind of a nice, we can sort of introduce some games for you.
Yeah. Make sure everyone knows all of the best games in Crayta before it's.
Yeah, before you can't play them anymore. How are we doing on that poll? Who won?
2 minutes left. But
2 minutes left, get voting in the poll.
2 minutes left, it is 50.
There's a question mark. there.
50-50.
Take a key.
So, Dream Vacation and Shaping the Future. Vote. That's nice to hear it's 50-50. It means we did well. Has any of them been landslides so far? Have they all been pretty, almost just winning?
There was one that was kind of close, but yeah, I think 77 to 22.
Oh,
That's
51 to 47.
oh wow, they are pretty close. Sean LeBone, hey Adam and team, came out to show some support, say hi, and I'm looking forward to what's next. Hi Sean,
Hi.
that's a friend of mine. He helped me get into the industry actually.
Oh, nice.
Gave me some help on my CV and such when I first applied here.
That's cool.
So hi Sean, thank you for popping by. Really nice to see you. Hope to see you soon.
Good to meet you, Sean.
Yeah, he works for. Do you work for PlayStation? Is that who you work for, Sean? I forget. You've moved a few times recently. I'm sure it's PlayStation that you work for. Thomas Oliver says, hi everyone, I'll miss this. I know, this was probably my favourite thing about this job. Even if I was like not feeling great, because I was in my own room doing it, I would still stream. I'd be like, Nat would be like, Adam, you've got a headache, you don't have to do it. I'm like, no, I want to. It's like, I'd only not do it if it just wasn't possible. Like,
I want to play games.
I want to play games. I really just wanted. I just loved finding new things and. Oh, do we have enough money? Oh, I need more money.
Not quite. Nearly.
Yeah, chunk up some more.
This game reminds me of another one on my list, King's Champions, which was another lovely PvE game.
Still games. Have you played King's Champions 2?
How was there a sequel to everything? No.
This is what I really liked, is that when games are really, really good and received really well, not necessarily popular, which I appreciated.
Target.
Something doesn't need to be popular to be good. No, there's it. It was yeah, they sort of like work. Good aim.
Drew a square around
it. Yeah. Oh, Road to Easter Egg. Unayev, right, we're here. Come on, this is the last chance. Talk to us about this Easter egg. You need to help us. This is one of their favourite games.
Is this something that's not been discovered yet?
We need to talk about this.
Have you
Yes,
pulled the
he
lever?
works at PlayStation third party. Thank you for confirming that.
Oh yeah,
Or all
no,
the
this
levers.
puzzle. This
Yep,
puzzle is...
Wanted to say hi. So many amazing
remember
memories.
it.
Thank you so much for all the hard work, crazy ideas, and brilliant
You got
opportunities.
enough money.
3 games released on Crayta, and we love them all. That's from Spiltmix Studios.
Oh,
Thank you
nice.
so much. It's been a pleasure. I didn't get to work with you as closely as some other people, but I know Russ and team had an absolute pleasure working with you, and it's been really cool to see you trying out new things over on our platform. I personally really loved your... you called them all similar things, like Super Blast Island, Super Doom Wall, and Super Adventure Team?
You trying to say any of them weren't super?
They were all super.
Wow.
They were all super.
Oh, have you turned the lights on? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You turn the lights on, yeah, because it does. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
an interesting thing. Yeah, I really liked to. I think it was like a dungeony runner type one. I really, really loved that. It was really cool. Yeah, the Spilt Milk Maid. The
Oh.
statues are to obtain the wand. See, I've done that.
Yeah.
And you have to
Stuck.
shoot a certain
Oh,
things
Lord.
with that wand to progress. Oh my goodness,
Go
run,
upstairs.
John! Run!
Get out.
What is happening?
I'm not like punching with my gun.
No, just shoot.
I ain't got any bullets.
Oh, you haven't got any bullets.
I didn't realise you'd run out of bullets in this pistol.
Oh
I'm
no.
going to have so many great memories of Crayta. I'm so sad it is
There's
closing.
guns to
from
buy back
Wes.
in there.
No.
So yeah, but we need to do the other statues on the other side. We need to make sure they all
Right.
face forward.
There's the super...
Because there's nothing more stressful than, whilst you're being chased by evil, villainous robots, do a puzzle. Oh no!
That one was like, no.
You think they're all over there? What's it called? They like lulled you into a false sense of security. Oh my god.
Yeah, I just love the way the game that does all these sort of situations and events, combined with puzzles, combined with a pretty good progression system. It all works together really well.
Yes, I got all 3 of them right. Thank you, Spellmill.
I was thinking about the horror in this, and it reminded me of Polterhouse. I love
Yeah,
that one.
Seven DOS.
That was such a cool concept as well.
That was genuinely.
You had like one guy with the poltergeist or whatever it was called, like the ghost,
The
and
ghost.
everyone else went to hide in the house, and then he'd come around. You had like a
Oh, was that the
phone
phone?
to
phone.
show
Yes,
like
yes,
how
yes,
close
yes,
it was and stuff like that.
That
was
whole
very
concept of the whole being near you and the phone would come up. I've never been more scared in Crayta, I think, than just thinking I was fine, looking at my phone, and it was just like the face.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where did it come? It was so good. That and Malefic Manor was terrifying. Which unfortunately had to do that thing with one player, so sometimes it was hard to get into.
Oh, yeah.
But some of the scares in there, I'm very easy to jump. There is video footage of
You
that.
been through that? You need to go
You
through
need to go
that.
through there, yeah. I'm going to run to the loo quickly. You two okay for the moment?
Yeah, sure.
I'll be very quick.
We might go to one of the other favourite games if that's
Well,
okay.
I was actually going to say, you both made games in Crayta.
We have both made.
Yeah,
games
so
in
if
Crayta.
people on the chat could let us know what is your favourite Nomaki game and what is your favourite Adamo game, and maybe we'll play some of those.
I already know one of the
That'd be
answers is
cool.
going to be.
I hope
What?
so.
Like, Unefis here.
Okay, come around this way.
Unefis a big baby.
Feed the baby.
It's the baby.
Feed the baby.
Go this way. I knew it.
We're just going to have to go. Yeah, we were trying a bunch of stuff just now as well, wasn't we? Just before
Yeah, we
come
were
on
just
stream.
playing a bunch of games. We did play a bit of Feed the Baby. Serial says Power Run. And Hyperion. Nice.
I do enjoy it.
Yeah, Hyperion was good.
I watched a lot of hours to Hyperion.
I'm really proud of like Hyperion for that. It's like it was a fairly simple thing. I just brought up when we just made like ever one
was
evening,
cool.
I think. But it has a lot of replayability.
Some people went hard on Artifacts Adrift, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, I think at the time when I looked last night, I think the top person on the leaderboard has gotten like something over 10,000 artifacts, which I can't even imagine how much time they must spend.
That
digging.
wasn't the money. That was the number.
No,
of...
that was the number of stuff they dug out, and you know, sometimes it was pretty difficult to find stuff in the floor. to
Yeah.
dig, so
Artifacts Adrift has actually come up twice now. Orbital Twilight as well. You never really finished that,
no.
did you? But it was
We-
going quite well. It was cool.
So that was great, yeah, because that was the one I built before we launched. So we were trying out a bunch of different systems. That was trying to make the asymmetrical RTS FPS thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. So the idea was that you'd kind of like a natural selection. I don't know if you played that at all. Sort of the same concept where you had a bunch of people would run around in first-person view, playing a normal FPS game. I'm also trying to they have one person who's like an RTS commander for each one.
Yeah.
But yeah, they didn't quite work out in the end. But
I've come back and all I can hear is alarms going off.
He's still going on alpha. He doesn't want to.
Go this way, it makes more sense, doesn't it, rather than disrupting
Ascent
Russ.
Or Ascent.
Oh.
That was your one.
I think
that was
that,
cool.
I think despite that being the smallest one in the thing, that was my proudest game.
That is
That was nice.
the first game I ever played in Crayta.
Is it?
Oh.
I was looking at the job and I turned on the game and the first thing that came up was the Ascent. That's the first game I ever played. Ascent followed by, I think Alpha was actually up there. I think Alpha might have been like my, at least on my first working day, I think I played Alpha.
Yeah.
Ascent and, what else did I play?
Well, that makes me joyous. 'Cause
It was, yeah, I can't remember. Well, I joined. I'm 2 years as of this week. I joined Unity Games March 2021.
Congratulations on 2 years.
Long 2 years. Okay, so we've got quite a few there. Wow,
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay, so I've got so many great memories of Crayta. I'm so sad it's closing. Trust me, we are too.
Yeah.
you should give power.
Oh, so apparently you've
We
got
can
to.
get power
Yeah, you got to
yeah.
get the wand and shoot. Oh, anyway, that's good. Okay, so
try again.
what are we doing? What are we looking at?
Let's go with power.
Power Run.
So
Good
look at
one.
Adam's games.
That was a good
It was
one.
a little fiddly to get the controls right.
Yeah, yeah.
Once you got the
we
hang
tried
of
to
it,
get
I
the-
think it was quite fun.
So we've got Harrowing High Hub Game. It's one of the favourites of yours. That's all right. Got
Take
it out of the
that.
I
box.
suppose that's legit.
I like that one.
And Nomaki's Artifacts Adrift. Orbital Twilight. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Artifacts Adrift again from Wes.
Yeah, that was popular.
Costco mentions your packages again. The Ascent, one of the first games I saw in Crayta. Yeah, again, same. The simple packages. We can't play the simple packages, guys. It was supposed to be
we can.
something.
We can go to Dialogue Tree Showcase and play the example.
Do you know what? That
We're
is
not
how
doing-
we
we are
celebrate
not
Crayta. Always like Power On. It inspired Dynamite Dash. Oh yeah,
Oh,
I really
yeah.
wish you'd gotten that game too. Oh my god, I haven't played this game in so long.
You have to be like more in the middle. I think that was the fiddly part. You can only jump from near the
This is
middle.
like a pretty good technical achievement for spinning things around. That was quite fun.
Did
to do.
you spun the world, right?
Yeah, I spun. No, I spun this. Yeah, the track.
The track. Yeah.
Because you couldn't spin the player or change gravity, and also trying to make it like single player. So there's actually 4 simultaneous tracks that will run if all 4
Oh
people
yeah,
are
you
in.
did, didn't you?
And the object pooling, because obviously this is way too much to spawn like live. So having these things properly dynamically pulled was quite.
Do they disappear as soon as they go past you?
Yeah. So there's only about 4 like sections of road in total.
Oh,
As soon as they're behind you, they're
They're
put
just
back
gone.
into the pool, and the coins are pulled as well.
Oh, cute.
It's really clever.
It's really, really clever.
What I really liked, a little subtle touch, the more coins you pick up in a row, the higher pitch the sound goes. Which was just a nice little touch. Yeah.
We've got your.
Just wanted to call that out. 'cause I
Guys,
don't know
guys.
if anyone ever noticed.
Oh, what better way run right now?
Ray Ob says, my first game that I played, I think, was Huddle for Warmth.
Oh yeah, wow, that's
That
a
was
program.
quite enjoyable.
That's one of the ones that was nice. One of the ones that was made before Crayta launch, wasn't it? So it came out like as a launch game.
We have some confirmation from off
Yeah.
camera here.
And anytime someone said, "What's the biggest world you can make in Crayta?" we were like, "Have you seen Huddle for War?"
That was one of our like indie titles.
Yeah.
sort of
Oh,
before we
yeah.
launched.
And then the other one that they mentioned is Super Doom War, which again was indie titles as well at that time, wasn't it? Yeah. Because Spilled Milk has been with us since the beginning.
Yeah. Oh.
There you go. Look, we copied all of that for Dynamite Dash. 4 tracks, object pulled, everything.
Nice. Actually, I should have made that easier and just made it remixable, shouldn't I? You couldn't do remixable when
Yeah,
I
you
go
can.
on. Yeah, sure. Am I again?
Play
it's
by
not
ear
very
game. That's
long
the whole
cable.
point. Yeah, sorry, it's not the longest of cables. Oh, do apologise, everyone. I remember this game being too easy. Vilva,
Yeah, I do.
you are the most cocky. I love how Vilva gives like
That's allowed.
feedback in the guise of just saying like do better. Like, it's like
That's allowed.
No,
You can say it's too
I,
easy.
I have so much time for people who say things as they are. I have a
Yeah.
lot of time for it. Old timers here, says Phil Mills. The old timers. Oh, Tomback says I can play simple packages if I want. You did not win there.
No, I didn't do well. I thought I turned, but I don't think I
So
actually
choices.
pressed
I'm going to mention one that I think a lot of people may not remember is actually you, and I think you know that I was going to say it as well. No, Maki, is Hyperion.
Oh, that was mentioned.
Was it mentioned? Did
Yeah,
someone
it
mention
was
Hyperion?
somewhere in the comments.
That's. I know it's such a relatively simple concept, but so replayable and so easy to do. I know the amount of times people were like, "We want more maps." Like people wanted more. Like,
Yeah.
But you sort of got around that by doing it changed every day.
So the course itself didn't change, but I did make a like an extreme mode, so like another separate map which was all monochrome and stuff.
Oh yes.
There was that. Then every day the items would like sort of rotate a bit or move around a bit, so that was always the different path to go to. Which I was quite proud of that. I don't know if so the way
That again was I think when my first day of work. I think I played that. I think it was like I joined a squad test. I think on my first week. Or whatever we were doing, a QA test or something, and they were playing Hyperion for ages.
Oh, I was quite proud that both Ascent and Hyperion seemed to
What?
in
Yeah,
your early career. That's quite good.
you were my first experience.
You were my first experience.
You were my first.
Okay.
You broke my Crayta virginity.
With Ascent actually. As well. There was because I think I first made Ascent way back. I think it was like 6 or 9 months after I first started here. Like back before Crayta was even an alpha sort of thing. As
Oh my god, Jesus.
I think we were
Yeah.
trying to experiment with different sort of game types we can make to see how we could push the engine a bit more.
Yeah.
And I made that initially. That seemed to go so well. And I really liked the sort of story that I wrote for it, so we decided to remake it. I think when we first launched, there was a couple of streamers that were playing Crayta and someone played Descent. And as I got through that sort of centre of the story, they were like, "Is this guy okay who made this?" It's like, oh.
Oh, yeah.
Is he alright?
Oh,
Oh,
was it
sorry, I paused it.
Oh, you paused
I
it.
added-
No, it's oh, okay.
I added a pause as well.
You're quite good at this game.
Yeah, well, I
The
played
amount of time that's
Well,
played
yeah.
this.
I mean, you said, oh my good lord, no, it's over.
it. One more life, one more life.
Go on, you got one more life, one more life. I also love the archaeology game, wasn't that by Banana? Yeah, the one I mentioned earlier, Artifacts Adrift.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, no.
That,
Actually, I think we should go to Artifacts Adrift because you've unlocked it all, haven't you?
I have.
I think we should go
Actually,
have a look at that.
that'd be
And
nice.
actually, I didn't mention a comment earlier, but someone mentioned earlier saying just to send their love to Maggie earlier. You know, said it and they said they miss Maggie.
as I say, because so
Artifacts.
And because they wrote all the
go.
text for this game,
yeah.
right?
So this holds quite like this game holds quite a little bit in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
It's, I made it mostly with Maggie, so I did most of the sort of programming and then the development design stuff, and then we wrote all the description. So if anyone hasn't played Artifacts Adrift, it's sort of like a digging game where you dig into a pit to find artifacts, sell them, get more money, buy a bigger giant pickaxe. You know, sort of
Big
thing.
giant pickaxe.
But as you were going, there was a persistent element in that for every artifact that you discovered would go and unlock into this museum, and it would have like a little plaque where you could read a little description about her and that sort of thing. And my wife actually wrote all of those basically, and it was really nice working with her on that project. And we worked together a lot on. This is the first time I attempted to actually sort of design a progression system in the game. So I had like spreadsheets that were full of like. Depending on like how many you could solve or how many you could like sort of collect per hour, how much money you would get, and sort of give a progression curve for how quickly you can get through the game. That was surprisingly fun. I thought I wouldn't like living in a spreadsheet, but I did that. I probably spent like a week just in a spreadsheet alone.
I think that me personally, like the one thing that will keep me coming back to a game is yeah, there it is. It's just mining these days, you know. You just got to wait for a little bit, let the ground. I think it was like a game can be as fun as it wants, but I'm going to come back if there's something to unlock and something to like that I can be like, look at this, look what I did. I think this was such a fun game with the added addition of having that museum of things that I could read and feel like I've filled the space out. Gave me very Animal Crossing with the bugs and the stuff like that. Like, I did not do anything on that game except collect bugs and give things to the museum. That was all I was doing.
This was this sort of test.
No one's going to see it, but it would just be like, look.
You see it, and that's all that matters.
Exactly.
So it's actually, I made this for the Global Game Jam in 2021, wasn't it?
Okay.
Originally, actually, it was going to be way more complicated. So as you were digging, like say it was going to be like a skull or something, you'd have to fully excavate it so there's no more voxels touching any part of the mesh. Then you'd have to like carry it out and find a marketplace of museums to sell it to, and that sort of thing. I was just, no, dig it out,
Feature
look
creep.
at it, pick it up.
I remember working with you on this a little bit because you were like, Adam, how am I going to check if there's a single voxel intersecting anywhere on the object? And we came up with some solutions, didn't we? Like a trigger box moving to check the different collisions, but it was easier just to let you interact and take it out because it would have been so hard to dig all the way around something as well when it's a big object.
Shrath sends his love. He's getting some lovely Alabama spring weather, he says, which probably means tornadoes.
Nice.
So he said, Shrath sends his love and says we hope he has a lovely stream. And might jump into the game, but does not have the internet capacity right now for streaming.
Yeah, I love this museum bit. It gave
Oh
us
yes,
so much-
right. Okay, so I
so
haven't
much
seen
depth.
this yet, so I really wanted to.
Oh, I don't know if anyone caught the Easter egg. So
So it's a sorcery.
under the swords and sorcery section,
Yeah.
there is. This is fun writing it. There's
How
no
much
few-
stuff did you put in this? Like,
No, so this sword
yeah.
Yeah.
and
Mystic Vale's swords rarely come without a story, especially if they were forged by blacksmith families with a background in sorcery. This particular sword is one of many imitations of Chitra's tears. Legends tell of Chitra weeping as she forged her blade in preparation of the coming of the carrion horror. After she sent the demon back to meet Hala, she left her family's force to join the Nightfold.
You thought it was a nice game.
I was
but
like,
it's just the baby.
it's a really nice moment. It's me, baby.
Does everyone on stream actually know what the Meat Baby game is? Should we play
We're probably
that?
just doing like
I feel we might
yeah.
have
here we
to,
go.
yeah.
So what are we on?
How many of these are there? So wait, have a look
2
around for me,
hours.
because I don't think I ever...
Yeah, we beat a 250,000 artifacts. have been dug
250,000.
up by everyone.
That's quite impressive, actually.
That's a lot.
So yeah, I don't think I got
Magpie.
past Magpie.
Oh,
Magpie. So cute. Like, pit level 12!
this is a cool bit of UI.
Look at that. It's almost like...
Highest earner, 4.6
It's almost like that's your job, UI.
10,000 artifacts.
Excavator.
I like
I-
how you get to a whole number of hundreds and you're like,
I love
That's it.
I love how so Excavator is someone that we don't have that account anymore. I assume it's a Stadia account.
Yeah, I
maybe.
assume so. Yeah.
But I love sometimes when I go into games and it'll be a user that I've never seen the name of before, but they're like way at the top of the
Yeah.
leaderboard. I'm like, you've clearly come along, found the game for you in Crayta, and I've just like, that's what I play.
I think top of the prop hunt leaderboard was someone called Clay Jar.
Yeah.
I've never seen them in any other game.
Clay
but
Oh yes, yeah,
they-
yeah.
right.
Isn't that one that you had as well for Canyon?
There's something like
DC-22, what's
3,000
this?
wins.
What is the DC-22?
I made so this is like a,
Oh, you just
I was
made
like, make one that's based on like the SCP Foundation. So made a whole catalogue of creepy otherworldly stuff.
It's excavated by Adsbagbal. Well, no, it wasn't. This is so cool.
Yeah,
I literally like the fact that this game was this deep. Get it? I only got to like level 3, I think.
Yeah.
I think I got to I didn't get out of Ancient Civilizations. Actually, no, maybe I got to 5 in the end. Actually,
I think so. I balanced it in total, so it should take you 17 hours to get all the way to the bottom and unlock everything.
that's not that bad.
Which isn't bad considering when I first released it. I was like, "Oh, 70 hours sounds alright."
70.
That
Wow.
didn't work out too well.
That didn't work
that's
out
not
too
a
well.
lot.
Because we written and built all of this content and then no one got past this, so I was like, I'll probably better reduce it a bit.
Shrathina says, yeah, he's got tornado, thunderstorms, and possible flooding, the usual. Okay, because we're coming up to the end of your thing, but we're going to go to the meat game.
Okay.
Let's
The
go
Meat
to the meat
Baby
game.
game.
Meat baby game. Just wanted to say thank you to everyone at Crayta. You were the first game to recognise me as a small creator. And for you to send me an Ultimate Edition to showcase, I appreciate so very much. Wow, that is back in the days when we were giving out the sort of editions and such. Thank you, Zoogie Boy. That's really, really lovely to hear from you. I'm gonna miss this game so much. It's the game that originally brought me back to playing video games when it was announced. So I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at... But we had to play video games. When it was announced, I switched to Stadia as my main platform. RIP Stadia. Thank you, Devin. That's really lovely. Honestly, these messages are so really, really wonderful to read. Isis asked, will you remake a similar experience in Horizon? Were you referring to the game we were just playing? Because it would be cool to see if like some games that were in Crayta appear in Horizon at some point. That would be quite...
Well, like Artifacts Adrift. Or the baby.
Or the baby.
I'm sure this would be great in Horizon.
Yeah, we can make the baby. When I say we, I mean
Do not
we.
approach the baby!
It is
I'm about to say something really controversial.
Go on.
dangerous.
I've never played this game.
Ooh.
I've never played this.
Now's his chance.
I've played Meat Runner.
AJ, do you want to play? Do you want to
Oh god, okay. Right, what do I... So I collect
So-
the bit of meat?
So left trigger to sort of pick things up and drop them.
Okay.
Right trigger to fire them. He demands a certain type. It's
a baby.
genderless.
Genderless.
It's a genderless baby.
Sort of a shapeless blob.
Wait, can I do...
You need to like press aim again to make sure it aims at the baby because it sometimes goes to
What?
idle.
Ah! Where's the fruit? Oh, this one. Nope, mine. Oh, where's the fruit?
It changes in a second.
Corn on the cob is fruit, right?
Yeah,
Pineapple. Pineapple's fruit.
Aha! Wait, so I press it like this, and then like this?
And then you like launch it at the baby's mouth, like that.
Did I get it?
I think it just missed.
Oh,
I think it
come on.
Bounced off its mouth.
Pineapple. Oh my god!
Why did that happen? What did he do?
We're just gonna pretend that was
It's just
normal.
the baby.
I think you just angered the baby probably.
Oh no, I pushed the baby. No, see? This is wild. Oh, because I got the controller, I'll give it to you, just because I'm reaching a bit.
This is another one.
This is so... something I said in streams a million times is that I like stupid.
Yeah, this is...
I like stupid.
this has quite a bit.
The
of that.
baby demands meat.
Meat?
Why can't I see anything?
Is that an effect?
It's so dark.
Why has it gone so dark?
Uh,
Oh god!
Sorry.
So it's actually we made this on the there was a Day of Family stream we did. I think.
Like I just said, this was for the family stream.
This was for
Yeah.
a family stream. This is the least family friendly.
And this is the first time I made something. Again, this was with Maggie actually.
Was it?
The whole thing was her idea. Like for whatever reason before then.
It's an insight to Maggie's mind there.
Talking about making a gigantic baby made of meat. And we're just
Baby
like,
demands
okay,
vegetable.
Now's a good time more than any.
It's got to be the
The
most...
family stream. Why not?
It has to be the most underused voxel, right? Because what uses do you really have for a meat voxel?
Harvest.
Well, you should see Maggie's other game.
Meat Runner? Yeah. I've played Meat Runner.
Should we play Meat Runner?
play Meat
We probably
Runner.
don't have time, do we?
No, we don't. We're going to get the other guys in a
There's only
second.
so much meat you can put into a single stream.
Well, that's weird.
On that note,
Oh, it demands fruit now.
It's a picky baby.
Banana.
yeah, so sad about this. Oh, I've got.
Why did my
So
banana miss?
it went all dark, but it's fine.
You can fling fruit at the baby.
I think
Cool.
we've done that.
So, any couple of questions. We've done our favourite game. So, what was you've talked about the fashion but what was your overall favourite? For you, I'm going to ask your favourite hub to work on.
Favorite hub to work on? Probably was Harrowing High. It was
Yeah.
the most interesting one, trying to do the pathfinding, and I can see people nodding over there. So they agree.
And Mark's like, when they're like, say Harrowing High. Like, say it.
I love horror theme, and
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it was very technically challenging.
Mhm.
It had a few bugs that I'm aware of, but we pulled it off pretty well, I think, with the monster, and it kind of did elicit a few screams from people when they're like just going around the corner, and then this giant bear monster thing is right in your face with a cleaver.
It worked so
Pretty
well.
funny.
Like that. Generally, the outfit was just so scary.
Yeah.
Sean, different question for you. I'm going to ask you, what was your favourite feature that came to Crayta? Like it doesn't have to be like the feature itself, but like when it finally came, you were like, oh, it's here. We've got this in Crayta now.
I think actually quite late on, it was doing the mobile controls and the sort of UGC touch control stuff. Like that was a lot of work that went into that behind the scenes, and I spent ages trying to design the exact way that it could be, the controls be laid out and how
Yeah.
it could And that was really satisfying when it came out and to see the capabilities of what it could do. Like, I think that's the thing I'm probably most proud of.
It definitely like opened it up to such a whole new audience. It's like anyone can play on their phone or their mobile, and I think a lot of people used it a lot for testing and such as well.
Yeah.
To see what it would look like. Yeah, awesome. Really, really nice one. Cool. Thank you both for coming. I hope you've enjoyed playing a little bit. It's
good fun.
It's good little just celebrate Crayta in the way it always was meant to, is just play some fun games. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, both of you, and I'll see you all soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. There's definitely not a party going on.
Oh no party.
No parties.
It's a somber affair.
It's a what? Which we didn't. Yeah. See you later. We've got the next part. Do we have something we can? Should we do the poll in the meantime?
Yeah, we should.
We do that. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Why am I waving? I'm
Thanks
staying.
for playing.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, AJ.
So, how are we doing? You can come around, by the way. So, Shaping the Future won against Dream Vacation. Just, I hear. Classified beat Geared Up. And Perfect Simplicity beat Champion. So, the first Mega Jam has been knocked out. Cool. That's fun. So, are we on Unfinished Business and Duality at the moment? Russ? We are. That's going to be a hard one. I think that's the hardest of all of them because that's the recent Mega Jam and the global game jam. It's a theme that we didn't choose. They actually chose that one.
Duality is currently winning.
Duality is currently winning. I actually expected that, to be honest with you.
Duality.
I think Duality might get to the end. Okay. Yay! So, magically, I What the hell?
2 new people here.
2 new people, so we've got so these are 2 faces. You might recognise one. I don't think you've been on stream before, but you will know the name. You know the name. So on the your right? No, yeah, you're right.
Right.
So is Mark, known as you might see on Discord as Rinz, R-I-N-Z, who is environment and
Wow, you don't
level
even know
designer.
Artist is the right word you're looking for.
Environment and level artist. Environment art. And we've got Robin here, who is our lead QA. Right?
Wow, QA lead.
QA.
Oh wow.
QA lead. So basically, Robin's job to make sure that your games were not breaking when things went updates went out. So how he still got his job, we don't know. We're not sure.
My QA team are amazing.
That's brutal.
Your QA
And half
ladies.
of them are in this chat now because it's all about dry cereal typing.
They're like already. So Mark, you've done a lot of work on the hubs.
Mostly
and,
hubs,
And mostly hubs you've been doing, yeah.
Yeah, it's been mostly hubs. It's been quite fun, honestly. It wasn't just the hubs themselves. So there were also events that we were working on, which are like Halloween events, Thanksgiving events. The most recent one was the Winter event, which was my favourite to
which
work
was
on.
amazing. Yeah.
I really enjoyed working on that one. And besides the events themselves, I was working on the actual games, such as Harrowing High, which is my all-time favourite game, honestly.
The Harrowing High hub.
Yeah, definitely. And then we've got the tabletop champs, obviously the small, cozy, wintry lodge, which was also really nice to play around with, especially with lighting. And then we've got this current hub that is going on, which is basically a showcase of showcases. So like,
I really love it.
Showcasing all the different types of battle passes that we've had in this game, all the different types of seasons that Crayta has gone through. And that was really fun working on these small dioramas that basically showcase everything about the game itself.
Yeah, they're really nice little spaces, and it's really nice to see them all together.
Yeah.
Because often people do just run with a theme for a game, which obviously makes sense. It's cohesive. They were made for that kind of reason. So to actually see everything sort of laid next to one another it's really, really cool to sort of see how different everything was.
I do have to put forward, Harrowing High wasn't the best hub. This is the best.
You think this is the best hub? Is this your personal
The
favourite?
amount of time I spent playing chess against Adam right here, getting all those bugs.
Absolutely brilliant.
Getting all the bugs. Like,
I love the
we talked
standards.
about in the last one about how someone was like, "Oh, you haven't got the en passant rule," and we were, at that point we were in the knowledge we're about to tell them it was. We're like, "Oh, we're really gonna do this." I think my favourite mini area that you've made is the Cursed Galleons one.
Definitely my favourite as well.
That's my favourite.
That's literally the first one I started with, actually.
It's really cool. It's just got so many. Considering how shallow it is, it has so much depth.
Yeah.
Like it feels like it goes on forever, even though I know it ends at that wall.
By that wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the first one that you worked on? Because you were quite
What, first hub?
Yeah.
First hub it was Harrowing High actually. Before that, I was my introduction to Crayta and everything was basically working on Summer Sports, the game. Do you remember that one?
I do, yes, with
The islands, then where you teleport from one island to float on the floaters and stuff. So that was basically my kind of introduction to Crayta. And my first actual assignment was to make the Harrowing High School and Harrowing High game. Which
God, that feels like you've been here longer than that. That's wild.
Yeah, he's still quite new.
Okay, so let's get into a game. There was actually something I had for you, a specific one. So we talked about it earlier with Adam. Is one of the most QA'd games was Sniper Arena.
Yes, massively so.
So
Massively.
not. So if you could go to play for me.
Okay, we go into Sniper Arena.
No, we're gonna go. No, go back. We're going to search for me. So if I hopefully it will come up. But I'm sure he called it this. He might have done it as an unlock thing. We now have Sniper Arena 2.
Whoa! Wow, that's when did this come out? When did this come
he's
out?
only just so it's unfinished. It's slightly unfinished, but I really wanted to go check it out. I think so. He hasn't quite finished all the code in it. He was going to have rotating maps, multiple. So that was kind of the idea. So it's sort of very similar, but it's a really nice feel. And really, what I was like, we've played Sniper Arena so many times. It's like the go-to for testing. What was it about it that was so perfect for testing?
It was during the latency checks, I believe, because we were trying to sort out performance, and it was just the level of hit scan, first person shooter. You know, you shoot someone and then you have to wait 5 seconds to see them die. And that's what we were.
Hey, I just killed you. Oh, I did.
Also, it's the most beautiful one because obviously we wanted to get as many players into a game as we can.
Yeah.
And pretty much everyone in the company knows how to point and shoot, so we got everybody in.
Yeah, they might know how to make a game platform. Doesn't mean they know how to play a game platform. That was something we realised.
It's artists, isn't it?
pretty much.
Yeah, artists who play games.
No, don't say that.
So if you could go for me, if you could go to where the share link is, Russ is going to type out code. Sorry, Russ, thank you. We don't have the ability to copy and paste it over, but Russ is the tech god over here.
I have noticed a few of my QAs sitting around like Natalie. If you want to come and join us in this game, please do. I told them to keep an eye out.
Did you? Nice. There we go. All good. You can close it now. So yeah, I'm not sure if there might be some bugs. He has obviously openly said that it isn't finished. It isn't working.
It's aiming down sights.
100%. So it might have a little bit of like misplacement or like the map rotation might work, but I really wanted you to see the new design, the new style of the map. I thought it was a really cool idea. I really love the people using this as lighting.
Actually, it looks nice.
So yeah, code is in the chat for everyone to. Strath says QA is simple.
Come to me.
There's that.
Yeah.
What I really like about this map that he's done is it's got a lot of layers to it. Like
verticality.
But a lot of verticality in it, but also feels quite. Oh no! Oh, he's got a spectate cam on. Was that on the other one? I don't think it was it?
I think
you just died and respawned.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Maybe.
I think you just died and respawned quite quickly.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is the kind of game that we were very much like, we want a game that is actually gameplay, and this is heading towards that sort of, arena shooter standard, which most of our developers grew up with because we've got a lot of old developers.
Yeah. What I also was really interesting about the first Sniper Arena is I think Iceland just kind of made it as a I just wanted to recreate a map that I loved, and just sort of and it ended up being one of my most, without us even pushing it, became so popular with everyone, and it just became something that we sort of ran with in a lot of areas. So it ended up being on our Facebook gaming rail. It was a hub game for a while, and so it has received a hell of a lot of plays because it's just, and also I find it really funny when just two people, which is rare for these kind of games.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're like, oh, it's just two, you're just killing each other. I was like, no, it's actually quite funny.
There's a level of skill to it.
It kind of became a different game.
And also the re-release with every different asset pack. That's a great idea. I would have loved to see.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he did that. Yeah, well, every for the season premiere, it'd have like a couple of weeks of a different theme, wouldn't it?
And it's the perfect idea because you don't have to mess with any of the code or anything. Just jump in, fill tool or whatever, and move some stuff about.
Yeah, I remember one of them. There was like a giant pyramid in the distance or something. During one of I can't remember which one it was.
That does remind me of the oldest, obviously being here since day one. Well, not quite day one, But the old Sanctum games and the old mini games, I used to love a good puzzle game.
Oh yeah.
That was a Rust special, wasn't it?
Sanctum was Adam. Yeah.
Oh, it was
I
Adam.
think we kind of put it together, but yeah, Sanctum was great.
That was like the first ever game made in Crayta, wasn't it?
Really?
I think because we
Yeah,
used it to demo it.
Right, go on, give Mark a go.
Mark was telling me earlier he was like he doesn't know how to play consoles, so
Really bad with the controllers.
Oh, I'm sorry. We
Anybody
actually
judging
wanted to
me?
have the mouse, but because we're playing on the TV,
You got
no, it's because it's a TV, not a monitor. The mouse is just not calibrated, so like the mouse wants to be like over here, so you can't quite. We wanted to have
Oh
it,
my
so
God.
so we go. There are some games, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to play.
Blame-
Go on, there you go.
Blame tech support.
Blame tech.
Whoever's monitoring.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
nah, wouldn't trust him.
This is actually fun.
Yeah, it's a super. I really like the design of the map. It's a nice. I like also he's used like a kind of either a fog or a smoke effect
It feels like it's
going
a
outside the
fog.
windows to just like not so you can't see past it. So it feels like the illusion of it being quite far away. Obviously, we all know.
I actually love
the
the use of these particle effects.
Yeah,
Up there.
the nice
It's the headlights.
Mm.
I
The
recently
first
used
person I
these.
used them in that way in a really cool is Little Crayta. He did this like builder base
Yeah, I
parts,
think
and
I've
each
seen
part had the lighting up like that. It was really beautiful. I might show you that.
It's quite
actually.
nice.
Kind of a design of it.
Yeah. The last time I've used these, it was in the.
What are you gonna do, Mark? You're gonna.
I'm dead.
I thought Mark was ready to be like, just
punch him.
Get the button.
Drop the controller.
It's okay. We're using a different camera at the moment, so you're fine.
We're fine.
You don't see what
I need
anything
to plug it
happened.
back in.
Although I will just give a shout out, obviously, so we can see 2 of my QA. In fact, I think 3 if Jonathan is
Oh
Jonathan.
yeah.
Oh, if Jonathan is Jonathan.
There's a lot of Jonathans out there. But special shout outs to obviously Natalie is our in-house tester, so has been testing a lot. Keyword Stephanie is the leader of our third-party team, but probably a few people will recognise her. She's the one who mostly covered the forum reports.
Yeah.
So if you've been reporting bugs on the forum,
Yeah, Stephanie. Don't see. I can't remember.
it's dough because it's French.
Oh, of course it is.
But
It's dope
Who's counting?
because it's French. Yeah, Stephanie's been the one who's been on top of all of your bugs and forum entries, and you're on the channel and getting you to post things. Been really, really, really wonderful. Making sure that you've all been seen. Okay, so you played that one. So Mark,
Yeah.
is there a game that you've played that you've been like? Because I know you're harsh with your critique of environmental design.
Don't say that.
I think certain people on the Discord will know that you will give the honest feedback. Is there a game that you genuinely were like, all right, yeah, nice? Is there a game that you've seen, or the best the best that you've seen in your opinion?
gonna pick one of his own.
Don't pick
I'm not going to be
own.
narcissistic to that point and be like, yeah, it's one of my own.
Yeah,
It's just
my
that
thing.
I struggle to remember any of the names.
Any of the games.
It's most of the time that I'm just seeing different snippets on Discord, and I'm like,
What- so
oh, that might look actually
Describe
decent.
something to me that you've seen and you've been like, oh wow.
It was more of an environmental scene rather than an actual game. It was deserted place, a city. It had a broken bridge. It had a couple of. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, I think I know. I think it's your. Was it kind of like you started in a dome area and then you went outside? Do you remember that?
I only saw like work in progress screenshots of it, and I actually gave feedback on that one. Might have been harsh. I wouldn't. It might have been a bit harsh feedback, but it was actual
Try and
constructive feedback. I would call
Part of me
it.
thinks it might have been Sprouts of Hope, which was Jimmy Alex and Varga, because that was a Desolate City sort of one. It might have been. What was the other
I
one?
didn't do anything.
You can aim that though.
You can end that side. Well, I'll take you through something that I think is I thought was
I was
really
going to say
beautiful.
speedrunners.
If you could go to play for me. Speedrunners is a classic one.
Yeah, but they've got some really good. Like I love the transitions between the different environments and that.
I'm gonna go to
wait,
one that I
you
think
got
is.
it, you got
Oh, have I got to click it? Thank you. This is one that I think
Yes. Yeah.
is. There we are. I'll get that to you because I can't
Let's
reach
see.
quite that far.
Um,
Jogo says, Jogo, I love Find It. I was so glad to see a hidden object game on Crayta. Yeah, that was a Slate to Be Burn one. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, love Find It. You like Find It?
That one.
Find It was good. We've got so what you can't see, we've got a whole walkway here of loads of people coming back and forth.
They're making
So,
comments left and right. How's it going?
Someone's gonna have to come deliver me a sandwich at some point. I'll tell you.
Oh, do you need? I could get you some after this if you like.
Oh, thank you.
We'll cover that out of stream.
Yeah, no, I really Find It was amazing, and I love that Slater just kept adding more and more levels to it as it went. It's really cool. Is this gonna load? No,
No, it's not.
It's a big one. It's a big one.
It'll get there.
It'll get there. Yeah, I was trying to think. Broken City, Broken Bridge. It might have been this one actually.
Broken
to
City,
be fair.
Broken Bridge. It was like a post-apocalyptic environment kind of thing.
Let us know in the comments if you
No,
can think of what it was.
Not this. Not this.
No, it wasn't this, but I really liked
This,
it.
this looks alright actually.
I love a good
I've not seen
flying
this.
island.
It looks nice.
So if you go to jump on this thing here,
Hit this one.
yeah, jump on the spot, and then it will open the door.
Also, shout out to these meshes. I love the little guys.
Oh, they're possibly my favourite mesh of all time. There you are. Now you've got a bonsai collection. You got it. That was it. So they did a daily gift.
Oh.
So every day, right? They say daily gift, but it was 15 minutes.
I mean,
it was
15
daily.
minutes in game is like
It's
a
a
day.
day,
in real life. We'll
exactly,
call it
yeah.
that. Well, I actually like the environment on here. I've not seen this. Why have you not shown me this?
Oh, I'm so sorry. This is a Tomback 7 game, so you might know him from. He worked with Vicentec to make like Ruins of Mahora,
Yeah,
Planet
yeah.
Gnosis. He's also made Gargantuesca. Worked with Destiny to make Ad Infinitum. What else has Tomback done? Infinite Dungeon. He's done a lot.
Look at you knowing your games.
Encyclopedic.
I just realised that.
So this is my house because you're playing as me, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
So this is my
Oh,
house.
I like this
Oh, wow,
little
you have
animation.
I have decorated
So
everything. I'm obsessed with this game.
I loaded this game, put one plant down, and then went.
And you were like,
I'm done.
I did it. So I asked Mark on a game and he thought it was beautiful. Obviously, we played one of your like QA games, but what's your favourite game that you've played on Crayta, Robin?
Well, that would be my unreleased Caterpillar game, wouldn't it?
Something that you've not made yourself.
Something
Robin.
I've not made myself.
all right, who are you? Stadia? Like,
Don't say that word to me. Don't say
it's
that
gonna
word to me.
By the way, we have a Caterpillar game you can all play now.
But most fun game, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I
Or maybe don't just favourite a game that you've maybe played and you've been like, holy shit, this is really cool. Oh.
Bad words. I mean, I really like when we added mantling. I really liked all of the
this is
parkour kind of games that came out. It added a level to a lot of our platformers.
Yes.
So, like, I would say, like, it sounds a bit boring, but Tower of Heck.
Okay. You really?
I really like a good platformer, and what's more, I like a good platformer where you can add your own levels, because
Yes.
some people's levels on that were horrible.
They were really
and
mean.
I love that. I love that. One of the first games I made when I started working here was like
Jump mark.
um,
This is what we mean by artists can't play games.
Oh, come on.
it was like a platformer, but you have to do the jump distance as exactly right, and that's a beautiful game to play.
You're like, I love that. Oh, you pressed the teleport button, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I wanted to kill.
I really love the design of this game, and there was so many. Every time I played this, there was a new secret to find.
Yes.
Um,
Hidden secrets as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to the secret doors in the hub.
Shout out to the secret doors in the hub. Yeah,
What's
back in
behind them?
the new hub. That was there the whole time. We just chose to release it now.
That does remind me. One of the questions we got written was the best bug. I remember.
Oh yes, yeah.
Somebody put in the bug. You can't get behind the secret doors.
Okay.
I think it was John.
Was it actually?
Yeah, and I must have been 3 hours
Actually.
trying to figure out how to open the secret doors
Oh
before
my-
John explained to me, no, you're not supposed to be able to. He was just making sure that you couldn't. But I searched every corner of the hub
Oh
before
my
I finally
God.
messaged him, and I was like, where is the... And he was like, no, it's not in.
Oh,
I
God.
cried. I should have gone home straight away.
Oh my god.
Actually, in the VIP area, there's a secret door behind the bar, right?
What?
Yes. Right in the VIP lounge.
You're telling me now?
In the VIP lounge. And there's like a secret door.
VIP. Oh yes, there is. Oh,
yeah,
you
yeah.
had plans for this.
I had plans for this, and
you
actually,
made it, and it never came out.
I made it, and then inside the actual hub, it's there, like. But you just can't open that.
You can't
door.
open the door.
If you open the door, there are stuff inside.
There's stuff inside there.
Somebody going.
No.
Somebody go
How
in.
did
If
I
somebody
do
goes in
that?
right now and tries to somehow clip their camera,
Yeah,
they
clip
can
the camera,
find
yeah.
something behind that door.
There you go. Someone let us know if you can get behind there.
If you can find it, put it up on Discord and tag me.
Tag me.
I want to see it.
There's actually, talking of bugs, there's currently a bug on the forum.
Oh well, put it on. Put it on.
Just put it
No,
on,
that
you
says Crayta's about to close.
I
And
saw that one.
it's like Crayta's about to close, and I don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
Could someone please fix this?
No, I posted that around to the chat. That was one of the. Was that dry cereal or was that
Dry
cereal?
Coast, yeah, it was Dry Coast. That was quite. I appreciated that. And every time someone says like on the Discord, they're like, "Oh, I'm really sad that this is happening." He'll be like, "Well, if you want to upvote my feature request, it's just here for
Yeah.
you." I've got a new wall.
Oh, no, are we going to play redecorate?
We're gonna play
We're just gonna
redecorate.
redecorate the whole place.
Oh, so I don't like these books. Let's put them there. There you go, trees.
There's a message in chat from Mark.
Oh, hello.
Oh yeah.
And Mark, I am.
Is that your
Mark,
mom?
I am so proud of you. Go, regards from all of you guys from Lebanon, and this game is the best. Oh, that's so cute. Mum and a saw. That's
I didn't tell my mum I was going to be.
That's so cute. Thank you for dropping by.
Yeah.
Your son is the worst.
I definitely am. 100%.
Absolute pain in the ass. No, okay, he's adorable. He's
What's
so
her
lovely.
name? Sorry, it's Angeli or
Yeah.
What?
So what did you say? We're gonna play. You wanted to play Tower of Heck because you're gonna show. This is where you're not very good at them. That's the problem.
Oh, come on now. I'm going to destroy Tower of Heck.
Oh, that doesn't sound right. That was very.
But again, I also love the idea that anyone could go into the editor and add stuff to it. That's like Crayta 101.
Yeah, you could make.
I'm holding boots.
You are holding boots because I've got boots and a feather. So
Oh,
the boots make you faster. The feather makes you jump higher,
Well,
or
no.
longer, lighter, whatever.
I'm not gonna
Gravity.
Use cheats. I'm not going to use cheats.
Okay, fine.
I've actually played this game. Surprisingly.
This is one of the ones we've done on the full squad test.
Oh yeah, no, that's why.
This is another a nice little four squad. So this is Vilva, who's made of some of the games you can see in the corner over there. So Troll Obby and Minigame Mania was his, along with Little Creator, which won the Game Jam. Well, one of the winners of the Game Jam, because that was one of the ones that was the Mega. So we had five top winners. Yeah, it's a really simple code. And yeah, what he did is that if you made a package and labeled it something, he'd add the package in.
Yeah.
And when you get to that level, it will tell you who made it.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Lucas says, my favourite thing about Runecraft decorating are all those spots you can lay down to rest. Yeah, it was like a really simple moment. But you could literally just like sit down and like take really nice pictures and like, oh, don't touch the neon!
This is hard.
Oh, it's the
Go on, Robin.
It's the looking at the wall technique. Look at that!
Go on, Robin.
All right. Ah! It was going so well.
It's almost as if my job is to play games.
Yeah. Oh, you broke it. That's the whole point.
Job.
You're playing games in an annoying way.
In an annoying way, that's the...
Go.
Oh.
What's the joke? An engineer goes into a bar and orders 1 beer, 2 beers, 1,000 beers.
Oh, yeah.
QA goes into the bar and asks where the toilet is and the entire thing burns down.
That's really good. I've not heard that before.
Oh, it's a classic games industry joke. It's just that level of cause.
Like you do the thing that's not possibly. Oh, come
Yeah.
on, you.
To
be fair, you're not the only one. Everyone else is struggling.
It's the it's that level of normally when you're playing a game, if you come across a bug, you kind of store it into your brain to not do that again.
Yeah.
And it's getting over that I've done it again.
Jump! I'm dead.
I'm talking too much.
You're like, see if I die a lot, maybe I'll break it.
Yeah. I mean, precisely that, and it's just that idea of what would everyone not do? Oh, go backward.
Definitely not.
Yeah, you've got to try and play. You've got to sort of break your brain, haven't you? Like to be
Yes.
go the way the game doesn't want you to go pick up the thing. Oh,
He's so bad at this.
Do better. Do
Oh
better.
my God.
Do better.
I'm often do whenever I come to the tests, and people say this at me because they think I'm lying, but I try to play badly.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, and they're like, "Anna, you're just bad at the game." I'm like, "No, like I can switch it on if you really want me to. Like, I will." But no, yeah, try and play the game a little bit, like, as if someone who didn't get it. So not even just like the way that I play, but I'll be like, "Oh, how do I do this? Or what do I do that?" And it's like, because if I didn't not normally a gamer, I wouldn't know otherwise. Oh, come on,
I'm gonna
Mark.
break this.
It's a constant.
Don't you dare! That's my controller.
That's why I'm like, just very. What?
Oh, you've got the feather, so you can jump forever. You can fly.
Oh, can I just fly?
just go.
Please.
What's
Would
that
you like to please give it a
ASDF?
go?
That ASDF movie thing where it's just like flying up into the air.
But no, on that thing that you're saying with, you very often gamers forget that other people don't know like WSAD or any of those things.
Yeah.
It could be a major problem.
Here we are, exactly. And we used to be really big on like tutorials, because it's like there's so many games on Crayta that like what's gonna make them? What's gonna make them choose yours? Like,
Yeah.
you know, that kind of thing. Anna Taylor Moore says, I heard there's a man called Stephen who is a very good programmer.
Anna
what-
Taylor Moore is a liar. A liar. I was talking to a STM just
An
5
STM.
minutes ago, and he was STM, by the way, is Stephen Taylor Moore, one of our programmers. I'm trying to think of, he worked on VoIP, but I wouldn't blame him for the problems that we have with our VoIP. He also did a load of other things.
VoIP?
Voice over IP, so
Ah.
voice chat. He was in charge of causing, well, I sent so many bugs to him over that. But he did a load of other things. Great programmer, very useful boy.
Eisen says, well, first of all, Adam Oliver says, Robin, do better.
Sorry,
Better.
Do better. And Eisen says, RIP to the obbies that only a handful of people managed to complete.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of them out there that nobody ever saw the end of. I think
Very true. Like, are we there yet? Which feels really successful.
there was that really early one where you had to find the cheese at the top of the castle. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, escape the castle.
Escape
the castle.
Yeah. That's
I remember that was a full squad test as well, and it was something like 5% could finish it, nobody else got to the end. Oh my god, I'm doing so bad at this. But yeah, come on, AJ, more questions.
No, there you go.
More interviews.
More interview
More
than any
interview,
question.
Yeah.
Is there, because you obviously do the QA games and stuff like that, so you've probably not had much to do with like jam-related ones.
No, I played a couple. I would systematically get a list away from you guys, the publishing team.
Yep.
And we played a few of those for full squads, but
Okay.
I couldn't tell you which ones were jams. Or
Yeah.
not.
Is there a jam theme that you've heard that you're like, oh, I wonder what came out of that?
I mean, I just from seeing that one before, duality sounds very interesting.
Ah, that
there
actually
a
brings us really
duality?
nicely to one of the games that I had on my list that I really wanted to play.
There's
Duality.
Duality. So that was not actually our theme. It was the Global Game Jam who released the theme, and everyone who participates does the same thing. But we did our own jam within that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna press it again. I always do that.
Looking at this just reminds me, I've also been working on dioramas on the backgrounds of all the battle passes.
Oh yes, of course. I always forget that.
I
It's
always
such a-
forget that I even do it.
I'll have a look at those when we load it inside. So no, yeah, Duality was the one that they gave us, and it gave birth to some of the best games from a jam, I think. This one won. This is a dry cereal one, and it's it just said, "Yay, Strive!" I had it on my list. I had a very short list of not on here, but I had a few of games that I really wanted to play in the stream, because this is a payload shooter game, as you might guess by Strive brackets payload, and it's really cool. But the whole concept of it is that when you die, you become like a sprite that then goes to find power-ups in the like other dimension, and then finds a place to become yourself back alive. But the more points that you own, because it's also got like a sort of domination-esqueness to it, you can respawn in more areas.
Oh, it's cool. So it's like a mini game to increase.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
meta.
So we'll do the shell again. Sorry, Russ, if you could. It is appearing in a moment.
Favorite hobby from Jogo says on Iris.
I love that Jogo's just unpromptedly just being like,
it?
"Did you ask me my
sat
fave?"
there.
Yeah, he's like my fave hobby. You ask. I'm like, no. Did we? Thank you. As you done. Cool. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up, Ron.
I want this game.
You want this one? Okay, so we
Oh,
got.
look, that person's verified their email.
Wow.
What a shout out.
Wait, how do you know? Stop.
Jogo.
Jogo's face just appeared in the corner of
I
eyes.
think, at least, or maybe that's one of the other variations, but I think that's the outfit you get for verifying your email.
I think it is. Generally, those agent-esque ones are some people's most favourite outfits.
Yeah,
It's like
I love a suit.
agent, branded agent, and whatever that one was called. Yeah, see, look, there you go. Slaying's
Oh,
in
in
the.
fact, we got 30 seconds. I'm gonna make myself look beautiful.
Oh, go on then, go for it.
Oh, why'd you use the elf?
I always use elf head.
No.
Oh, fine.
QD. Also, why am I not a lady?
wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, and then outfit.
We're
What
going
outfit we're
for
going
that.
for? We don't have this much time. Oh
yes,
god.
we do.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
we do. Wait.
We actually probably do. We'll spawn.
Oh,
and
you've got all
everything.
the haircuts. Look
Well,
at
everyone has
you.
everything.
Oh, of course. Yeah. In fact, I was there.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh, I didn't
You're gonna
pick
change
an
outfit?
I didn't pick an
No.
outfit. So
You
I
did
want
test that feature, right?
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, well, everyone's got everything now. Have you tested that?
Yeah, this is the one.
Operative,
Yeah,
yes, it was. Okay, we're doing
Now,
nice. Look at
now
us.
I'm gorgeous.
Now I'm stunning.
This
So yeah,
is
so you've got two weapons. You've got a blunderbuss short range, or you've got the crossbow, which is the longer range one. Names.
John, where
words.
is your auto aim system? Oh,
Wow.
yeah. That's another good shout out. The auto aim system that John, this is John Payne, our head of development, built. Absolutely game changer. I could not hit anything before.
It really
then.
did. Like I almost forget that there was a time before it.
Yes, there were so many things I forget there was a time before.
Mesh scaling. Okay, so
Wow,
you can go around
that's a
here
big
and you
one.
can see all the ones, and it's like a give and take, right? So you've now got more damage on your weapons, but reduced health.
I see.
Reduced health, so you got a lot of health. Then what you see if you look around, you don't want to take too many, otherwise you end up dying.
yeah.
So look around, you can see if it's you see where it says armory on your like HUD.
Yeah.
If they're green, you can respawn there.
Ah.
So you can go
we
to
can
knights.
That's nice.
It-
It's a lot of fun controlling this ball.
The little sprite. Do you know what it reminds me of? You know, like in World of Warcraft, when you'd have the little sprite balls that were like
Wisps.
wisps. That's the word. Thank you. They remind me of wisps.
Yeah.
It gives me that kind of, which they were people's ghosts. So that makes sense as to why. I don't think.
He's on your side.
Yeah. Oh, they good. I thought they were the tree.
No, I think
Go to the payload. Look where the purple thing
You
is.
got full damage, didn't you?
You do get full damage. Yep.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
To stop people being really. Oh wow! I think someone did it as a.
anymore.
I think someone did it as a package, and then everyone was like, "My game needs full damage." Hey, we got a kill.
We got a kill. We're going good.
I don't know. Right? Who did we kill? I don't know.
Yeah, anything that isn't part of the standard game, always I'm like, oh.
So when you're pushing, the payload, you heal whilst you're close to it.
Oh, X. So it's proper TF2 rules. Like it. Spend
Oh,
some
it was
time.
Serial. He released the full damage as a package, so everyone started using
Oh,
that.
nice.
We've got some hellos from people. So Tractor Tank and World Cubes, hello. Actually, speaking of environment design, those two, some incredible things they've made. Really huge cities that just looked really good.
Anna Taylor Moore is asking about.
I've always loved the designs for the Halloween season Horror High School, but what's the inspiration and story behind it? Oh, do you have any inspiration on that? Well, if you stick around, we've got TAC coming later. TAC will be able to, but can you speak anything on the Harrowing High season at all?
On the Harrowing High season, I've not been involved in the assets that have been made. I've only been involved in making the school from the assets. So there was an idea that we're going to have different styles. So we're going to have a horror version of an object, and then we're going to have a normal version of an object. So me and Annabelle, we just sat down and we were like, we need to create a game out of that. And then we created a concept of whether, like, when you're in the school and when you've got lights on, everything's nice, nothing's horror, you don't have the tendrils all over the place. And then when lights go off, then everything just goes into horror mode. So I took that concept into that school, because obviously it's a school. So, and then we made the whole level, and then I started blocking out the whole thing. Obviously, started from white box, just having a playthrough through it. And then when it just started to feel nice, I basically built the nicer version of the school, and then when it's all nice and tidy, there's nothing on the floor, it's just, and the cafeteria is just clean. And then when we got that down, playable level, everything's fine. We got the lights to work. beyond that point, we just started
Capture the
basically
armory.
having the switch between the nicer version of the school and the
Yeah.
horror version of the school, and that's how we basically got
I
to
really
it.
like
So-
that duality to the
Duality.
season. Yeah, so capture this. If you stand near this, you capture it. I know that someone that I've spoken to, some people, it's very much like that 80s horror film, that kind of like
Yeah.
cheesy horror film style. So rather than like literal horror, it was more like like the mascot outfit, like Scooby-Doo-esque,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
kind of thing.
Because
But
obviously it's Crayta. It's not like a realistic game. It's not like. But we need to stick to that theme.
That being said, the teddy bear outfit was very scary.
It was.
the teddy bear outfit was
Yeah,
terrifying. Yeah.
I was constantly panicking when that was chasing me.
We could even bump into that.
Yeah.
We could do it in a minute, yeah. Let's see if someone's actually going to... No, yeah, look,
Yeah,
look.
we've got
Where's
to
the
win.
payload?
We're almost winning.
Look at the
Sorry.
payload.
I've not been paying attention.
No, we're not. We're almost losing.
No! I can't let this happen. I can't let QA.
It's all about you.
yeah.
We'll get through this game. I feel like it's fair that we finish the game.
That's fair.
We've been jumping through so many. I think it's only fair. And you could always stick around. We've got Wackim is going to come say hello at 3 PM, but you are more than welcome to stick around.
Well, I mean, we'll see. I'm sure Joachim's got lots to say. He's a big brain behind this.
Big brain.
But yeah.
But yeah, this was I'm trying to think of some of the other games that came out of Duality. Russ, do you remember some? I just know Russ was like this. Russ was like,
No.
What?
No.
I remember Balance of Magic. That was a good one that I really liked.
Was the Eldritch Champions?
No, that was Champions.
Of course, that makes sense.
Do you remember Turn Right? Turn Right. So Turn Right was a stroke game where you basically had to control two balls, and they went forward, and you had to turn them. They would stay.
Oh,
in...
like a monkey ball sort of.
Yeah, but they would stay in the same place, so you had to twist them at the right time to get around the objects. So they would do this basically, and that was really cool. That's a really nice game.
Yeah, that makes me think of the one shame. I mean, I wish we had a lot more physicsy games. I love a good football physics game or something like that.
Yeah, we had Future League, which I was going to play, which is a Mighty Code game. But unfortunately, he's not updated it in quite some time, and I hadn't checked it out. And I went to check it. And I think a recent update to the camera has made it quite hard on the eyes.
Oh,
Have you still got the armory?
yeah. No.
No, someone took it again.
It's because you said on stream.
That's true. That is also true. It's a
They're
problem.
sniping.
Joshua says, who made the game, press the left D-pad if you're interested to see your scoreboard. Oh, hold it. There we go.
Oh no, I think he wants the creator, so we want the.
What are you doing?
Strike Coast is.
No.
Oh,
So
sorry.
he was saying press the left D-pad to see your scoreboard.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, see?
1 kill, 3 deaths, 1 capture.
Whoa!
Doing
Still Games has
beautifully,
7 kills. 8
Absolute
kills now.
beast.
Well, you know, can't all be winners.
There's a bullet penetration package too that no one used.
Oh, that's sad. There are so many good packages out there that didn't get.
Yeah, I think the thing about bullet penetration is that you have to have that kind of in mind when you're building the map. Otherwise, you can't just add it at the end like, oh, it'd be good about bullet penetration. Like, get him! Yes. Oh!
Is it 2 kills
we
now?
almost got the win at the end.
Are we gonna win?
No, you keep shooting people.
There's no one to shoot.
There's no one to
They're
shoot.
hiding in the
Like that,
bushes.
like
I
that.
think.
Yeah.
They're hiding in the bushes. They're hiding in the.
In that bush, yeah.
Oh, there is
There is, I told you!
Somebody hiding in this bush.
He's sitting in there.
There they are! I knew it!
Got him, got him,
Yes,
got
yes.
him, got him, got him.
Yes!
Nice! Whoever that was.
I played
Whoever that was.
Unayab, it was Unayab.
Ah.
I've played this before and I've seen you hide in the bush.
That's a
Oh
cheeky
dear.
move.
That's so
Cheeky
funny.
move.
Question before we go, we're gonna do a video in a second. But question for you, Mark. What was your favorite? You said favorite season was Harrowing High.
Yeah.
You want to say favorite? Or is that just your favorite hub? Do you have a favorite season overall? Like thinking about meshes and stuff like that.
Honestly, I would say it's Strength and Sorcery.
Yeah.
I love that theme. I love the medieval theme. I love all the magic-y stuff and the castle and all that. But when it comes to hubs, yeah, Harrowing High has just been close to my heart, honestly.
Slaying says the same. Favorite season, Strength and Sorcery.
Definitely Strength and Sorcery.
And Robin, favorite season.
Mechanical Revolutions.
Oh,
Okay.
solid. Okay.
Amazing name. Don't know who came up with that name. genius name.
Look at that. Just
It wasn't me. I think it was me.
No.
Oh no, it was you.
You came up with a.
I came up with
Yeah.
No, I was no. What one was me?
I remember I got annoyed because I also had a good one, and you got it. And I-
Yeah. I can't remember what mine was. Was it? No, it wasn't Curse Galleons.
It might have been Harrowing High.
No, it wasn't Harry.
No, it wasn't.
I feel like it was. No, it wasn't Strength and Sorcery.
But just a bit of background, I
Anyway,
guess.
yeah.
Whenever we named a. Well, you can say. Who
Yeah, so I would do, basically what I would do is I'd run a poll internally for people to give ideas for what they thought here's the concept art, here's the sort of mood board of the season. What do you think the name should be? And we'd take all those ideas and we'd choose within marketing team. We would choose the one that fitted the best. And it was often we didn't come up with brand new ones. We often used them. And yeah, Mechanical Revolution was Robin's one.
Yeah.
It's really going to bug me.
Also, I love
mine.
Neon
Coast.
Neon Coast.
Mine was Neon Coast. Yeah.
Which also was a very nice.
That was a really nice thing.
We've just kind of rolled into the next game.
No, that's fine. We're going to move on because we're going now. But yeah, thank you so much because we're going to get someone else over now. But you feel free to stick around and sort of play a bit as well. But yeah,
I'm sure we'll be.
I hope you. Thank you for coming and enjoying and sharing with the community and everything. Hope you had a
And
nice
thank you,
time.
community, for
you for
supporting
having
us
us.
through this. I mean, I've been here since before release, so all of you, seen you grow up.
Seen you grow up. Are we going to play one of the videos now, Russ? Is that what we're going to do? Yeah. So we're going to play a video for you now, and we'll have some
Right.
more people.
Bye, guys.
See you in a second. Hello, we're back.
Hi.
But here we are. Welcome. So every time I go, two men disappear and then two men in the place. It's like a magic this time. So this time I am joined by I'm going to say your name wrong probably.
That's fine.
Whackim.
Yep, Joachim.
Joachim.
Works.
That's better. I always say it wrong every time. I like have it in my head and then I do it wrong. So you're a senior programmer here. We've got Jogo, who is a marketing game designer, right? Right way around?
Yes, I think so.
It's really hard to remember. I actually have you written
so.
down. Yeah, I actually got it written down, but I don't have you written down because you joined late. Yeah, welcome. How are you feeling today?
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's sad, but it's also nice to see all the cool stuff people's been making.
Stuff that people have been making. Yeah, something you said that you were like, I program all those things, but I don't actually get much of an opportunity to really play things.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's kind of what we're here to do. We're here to sort of just play some stuff and have a really cool thing. Got a lot of people in the chat here who are sort of saying hello and doing bits and bobs. But yeah, first of all, just to chat a little bit, like you've worked on quite a lot of features that have gone into Crayta over the live game. Can you talk a little bit about a couple of those and what ones you liked working on?
Actually, I had a look at the first thing I added to the game earlier, and it was the ability to have a client on a server. Like,
wow!
Like literally first week we started the project, and yeah, looking from then on, it's been like a lot of broad strokes, like voxel tools, audio, particles, physics, you name it, and then lots and lots of Stadia work, just making the game not crash and actually run well on Stadia, and performance, a lot of performance in terms of hitches you get in the game, trying to get rid of those. Yeah, so a lot of stuff behind the scenes, I'd say. Yeah, laying some foundations. Then we had people joining the team that took things and pushed it to good directions, and then stay in the background and making sure things work.
Yeah, I think just as you were coming over, Robin was like, Joachim is one of the big brains behind Crayta. I was like, that's a really nice thing to say.
I'm one of the grumpy old ones.
One of the grumpy old ones.
Complain about everything.
What's your favourite thing that you would say that you've worked on for Crayta?
Oh wow. I think it's kind of a general thing, but I've kind of gained a love for sort of facilitating artists, if you will.
Okay.
The sort of you make something and you see people go do cool stuff with it, and Crayta's been the perfect title for that, because we drop a little feature here or there, and you see the community just take it and run with it, which has been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's been really cool like that. I mean, one of my favorite ones I think was mesh scaling.
Yeah,
like that was such a product of like a bit of a, I think it was product of a hackathon, wasn't it, that we sort of did, and then it ended up being like that just completely changed the game entirely. And yeah, so Jogo, you're a marketing game designer. Talk a little bit about that role. Maybe people might be like, what?
Well, I think it is a bit confusing title, but I have spent a lot of time working with the community. Hopefully some of you, I've worked with you on your games and helped you get better, particularly the games you put onto Facebook Gaming. So if you were involved in any of those games, thank you so much. You did an amazing job. Really enjoyed that process. And I've also been building a lot of stuff like the showcases for the last couple of seasons, and getting involved with lots of sort of the marketing and the publishing side, including if Robin was talking about naming some of the seasons, so I was able to come up with some of the season names recently.
Yeah, what's the one you came up with?
I did Harrowing High.
Yes.
And Tabletop Champs.
Oh, you did Tabletop Champs, did you?
Yes.
Ah, yeah, I Neon Coast. That's the only one I've got to my name. And Robin was saying he got Mechanical Revolution. Russ, did you get any? No. So I'm sorry, I'm bullying you.
But if he had, it would have been really good.
It would have been. It would have been the best. Yeah. Oh God, just completely swallowed my own thing. Is there a game either of you have seen that you've not played that you maybe have like seen a little bit and you're like, oh, I really want to get into that?
Gosh.
That's what I want to sort of see if we can get into, because I think we definitely need to be playing some games.
Yeah, let's get some games.
I remember the first game that blew my socks off. That was early in the days, Speedrun.
Oh yeah, someone mentioned Speedrunner actually.
Yeah, just playing that for the first time and really getting a sense of
like
people,
what it's going to be like.
Cool
I think that's a
us,
classic that we can play. Let's go into that one. We'll play that one for a little while. We've got. Is there any? What about you, Jogo? Is there any that you've not had a chance to play that maybe you've seen? Because I know you've been sometimes involved in the jams and such, and maybe you've not had a chance to actually play it.
It's really hard to think about this.
There's a lot of games.
There's so many games that I didn't play enough of. I think that I just dipped in and out of judging a jam, then moving on. So I think King's Champions was one that I really enjoyed in the judging. And I kept on. I wanted to go back and play with a group of people, but I never really got round to it. And
I just talked to Hannah, who's our head of production, and she was like, "We've just discovered, or only just now, that there's a King's Champions 2." They were like, "What? There's a sequel?" Yeah, it's really cool. So we'll jump into speedrunner first. I can have a think about what games should I play. What is your ideal game? Like, what is something you were like, this is what Crayta's made for?
I've enjoyed a lot of the gentler games. I know a lot of people love doing the action games and the shooting, but I've always had a great time with some of the sort of the resource management games and the tycoons. I played a lot of Idle Factory Manager. I've just been catching up with Handwerk Village.
Handwerk Village,
I love that.
Slaying,
Slaying, well done, Slaying. I love that game. Yeah, and some of the hobbies I really enjoyed. So, a lot of the time I was able to games with a really strong single player.
Oh, yeah.
Which I suppose is controversial because we've had such an amazing multiplayer support, but to be able to, I'm quite used to having odd times I can drop into games and not be able to hang around for very long. So
Being a dad.
Yes, being a dad. Yes. Yeah.
We actually only have just noticed we've only got 45 minutes to go. Ross, do you want to update on the poll? He's nodding at me. So we've just got around to it. I don't know if you know about this. If you've seen, we're actually going to be doing a poll here today on all the jam themes. So far through to the next stage. Sorry, they can't see you at this point. You're all right. You can. Through to the next stage at the moment, we've got Epic, Builder Base, Science Fair, Dungeon Master, Shaping the Future, Classified, Perfect Simplicity, and Unfinished Business. Oh, Unfinished Business beat Duality? Wow, impressive. So let's see. So they're going now to the second round. So I'm assuming it's now Epic versus Builder Base. I think these are going to be coming in quite fast for the next little while. So make sure you are voting. Russ will be putting those up, and we'll let you know in chat when those are up. Do vote in those. We want to find out your favourite theme of all time across all of these. Cool. So Joachim is now playing a bit of Iceland's speedrun.
Yeah.
I'd like you in the chat actually to also let us know of a game that you think that we should play. Maybe if like one of your favourite party games, that'd be cool. Someone that we can get everyone involved in. Let me know in chat what you think we should play. So this is again one of the earliest games that I played, and it was such a showcase of how different Crayta can look so quickly.
Yeah. It's just the sort of visual styles throughout the world are just so full of atmosphere and really tell a story. And I think that's what I find the most impressive, just how people took these tools and really told great stories. Not just with the meshes, but use of voxel meshes and lighting, etc.
Yeah. It's especially this is such an early-ish one, and it's like how much you could do with just some really well-placed meshes and good voxel work.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You keep doing that in that same spot.
Yeah.
That spot is getting you.
Joachim, you concentrate. Okay.
Joe, go talk.
Because I'm a huge fan of this game. I really loved it, and what I loved about it from a sort of a game design perspective was that you could really just play it smoothly and flow through it whole chunks at a time. Just like this. Don't blow it now. Don't blow it now. Yeah, and because I think there's a tendency with hobbies to have lots of really intricate, difficult technical sections. I love the confidence of this, just to say, run smoothly, have fun. I think it's a lovely game. It's one of the ones I really like. And they weren't the environmental. Yeah. I mean, look at this. It just looks beautiful.
They weren't lazy with the design. Like, it could so easily be like, oh, the level lasts like some of the levels only last like a few seconds. I'll just do whatever. And don't get me wrong, they're relatively simple in concept. I mean, this is a voxel column, sort of in different ways, but the work on the environment, the atmosphere, the where they're placed. Iceland's actually just mentioned it needs a big shout out to Boop for coming up with a bunch of the themes as well as testing the jumps. Yeah, so giving your own personal test.
Nice when everybody was involved with it.
Yeah. Let's see what we've got. We'll only be live 5 minutes at a time, the poll, so make sure you're getting into those voting as soon as it comes up. Can we play a round of Empire? I don't know Empire, actually. No, I do know Empire. You renamed it, didn't you? Something else. We can have a look at that one. We might do. High School Nightmare. I was also thinking about jumping into Shove Off.
Shove Off is one of my favourite party games. I think it's wonderful fun.
Yeah.
And you get to run around dressed as a barrel.
As a barrel? Well,
There's-
you're going to be playing on my account. I've actually unlocked the arcade machine.
Oh.
So
Okay.
you can now play as an arcade
I
machine.
think you were knocking me off for dressed as an arcade machine quite a lot last week, so...
Joachim, you only to... Oh, there we go, you did it. I was going to say... Oh, like this one's, again, a complete different thing. I feel like we need to play a Rust game at some point as well, with Rust sitting over here. Ross, what's your favourite of your own games?
It's probably the Candy Miners.
Oh, that's so obvious.
I mean, it's the one that, you know, that I conceptually came up with that on the stream, and it was to kind of prove that tycoons were possible.
Mhm.
So, like, it was the first tycoon, it kind of kicks off that side of it to it actually, you know, fundamentally became a big part of what it was. So, yeah, I was really pleased with that. It's been a fun one to support, having mysteries and stuff. So.
And it's got a secret door in it.
And it's got a secret door.
Oh, Crayta and secret doors.
This is the first game I ever played in Crayta, a speedrun. It is, yeah, I think it's it's definitely up there with some of the first I ever played, for sure.
Yeah, I think it's one of the first ones I played as well.
Gotta give a shout out to Escape the School as well. That was another one where when I saw that, it really blew my mind.
We've got another guest coming along soon. I just the fact this has gone
It's
from
really compelling to just watch.
just what I'm
You
just
just
like
watch it.
like I played this so many times. I'm just sitting there like it's just so nice
it's
to
so
look at.
Beautiful, and it's also the enormous tension that is Joachim going to fall off
Yeah.
in the same place 15 times again. But yeah,
Just trying to get to the space level so I can do the shortcut.
is it a shortcut or a cheat?
Yeah, well,
What would Robin say?
So I'm going to try and get you now, Joachim. What was your favourite moment in working for Crayta?
ooh, that's a good question.
Thank you.
I think
Came up with it myself.
staying late, fixing Stadia-related graphic bugs every release is probably
That's your
the one.
favourite.
Yeah, I believe you.
Staying late. I mean, kick it while it's dead.
Yeah.
Why don't you?
hey, it was a great platform for us. And we got
Definitely, yeah.
Hey, well, absolutely. We wouldn't. It's so funny.
It comes with the job.
Phew.
We saved it, I think. What are they going to do? Take our channel away from us?
There's so many
you,
people
is
shaking
there
their heads
something about
sadly
it?
just off
So there was a
camera.
moment. So you say like that whole like sort of staying late. Is that just like it just felt like you had something that you just were that passionate about? Is that what
I
it
mean,
is?
that is the truth. Yeah, there's never been a crunch culture in this team at all. Which I don't know if you've been in the games industry for a while. You probably have been there and done that, but
Yeah.
we've never had that at all at Unity Games. It's always been very family centric and very grateful for that. But as you say, if you're passionate about something, sometimes you just want to put the extra effort in and make sure that it comes out in the form it should come out.
Perfect. Well, I'm gonna go because we're coming up some time now. We've got Tack here now. Hi, Tack. Tack's gonna come say hi. So if one of you would like to go and enjoy yourselves, I'm happy for one of you to stay, so that we can sort of carry on the chat. Oh, look at not the hacks. Oh my goodness! Look at
there
that.
We go. Secrets.
Wow.
You could get banned for stuff like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
for having a
Yeah.
time that's.
Yeah, someone's looked at it and been like, I think Ison did actually say that he put in shortcuts. Shortcuts? Is that the word I'm looking for? Speedrun versions. But yes, so thank you very, very much. Yeah, if one of you would like to stay, would one of you like to stay?
I'd
Or
quite like to stay on.
you don't stay?
Right.
So thank you so much, Joachim, for coming and playing some games with us and sharing your experience with it. I'm sorry it was a little bit quick.
Oh, that's great. And thank you for everyone that's been making games because, yeah, consistently just blowing our minds.
Oh, 100% is what I say all the time.
They're getting
but-
better all the time as well, which is what a wonderful testament to the community. It's something. It's a sad thing as well that we were getting better and better all the time.
But I think the really great thing about this platform has been that these people have now learnt new skills and they're now going to go on to whatever they want to do with this. And I know people have said that it's opened up something they never thought they could do. Like they've now made a game in this, so why can't they make a game somewhere else? Absolutely. It's been really, really powerful. And yeah, it's all down to people like you guys who have helped build the platform and make it as accessible and as lovely as it has been. So thank you very much. Cool.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
See you later.
Take care. See you. Enjoy. Jogo. Tack would like to come round. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so just hello, Tack.
Hi.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
just about see yourself.
All right, okay.
So some of you
Shuffle
might
over.
recognise Tack. He has guest starred on one of our streams before. You came from Mechanical Revolutions
Yes.
all back then. And we
Yes.
talked about the sort of style of that. It was quite some time ago now.
Yeah.
That was the last time we saw you.
Okay.
So it's been a while. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
How are you
Yes,
feeling
Thank
at
you.
this?
What I'm feeling is, I thought I was a really cool and logical guy.
Mm-hmm.
When the news was announced, I really cried at the
Oh.
office. I thought it was alright, but I went home on the day, and then following day I come back to the office, and I really couldn't stop crying. It's amazing.
It just really had
Yeah,
that.
ran into the toilet and cried. The emotion I was really invested in.
really
And,
real.
It's
It's really like
sad.
I think a lot of people see it as they're like such a baby of theirs that we've put so much work into.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful project. It's probably one of the best projects ever worked
wow,
in.
that's amazing.
I've been in the industry for over 20 years.
I was going to say how long I've been in this
Yeah,
for. Wow.
but this is so beautiful because we are kind of opening up what our stuff to help people sort of being creative and
Yeah.
making a game has been my dream as well. And I have used before game making software, like old ones.
Mm-hmm.
But our project really sort of made that happen,
Mm-hmm.
and welcomed lots of people to create their own vision,
Mm-hmm.
making it a reality. And so that was really awesome, and it was beautiful.
You've made a lot of people cry in the chat here. We've got some broken hearts. We've got crying emojis. We've got I feel you there, Tack. I think all of you can really relate to that feeling. It's been a really, really wonderful journey. I was certainly crying as well. I definitely found out I had to walk away from but I think it's we've done a lot with it, and I think that's not going away. I think it's really powerful what we've done, and I think a really point you made is that we have brought people in order to make this beautiful platform what it is, and you've all made your own games. And you're going to go on with those skills. You've been given that accessible entry, and I think you've learned so much, so many of you. And as a Jakobs and see people grow has been really beautiful. But yeah, you've been pretty much instrumental in the sort of design and all the look of this season.
Yeah, well, actually, the design and the conception and the ideas and all that is really credit to our art director Lucy and also the concept artist Jason, because I'm kind of more like an execution person. So Lucy and Jason, every time they come up with crazy and fun ideas, like I remember I heard mentioning about Hurrying High,
Yes.
or Cybertonica or Neon Coast. That's really coming from like them or Lucy.
Yeah.
And so my work is actually to work with outsourcers. So we've worked with like 5 different studios and create like a pack of props and also effects, and that was kind of my work. But so we released 4 battle passes in a year. That means that we got like 3 months. So it was quite a sort of marathon, but it's really always sprinting sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed that because it was really satisfying when the job is done, because Mark and people sort of use our asset to create like a scene and a game, and people start to use these sort of kit we create and make awesome stuff.
Yeah.
So that was really satisfying. It's really tiring, well, exhausting work,
Yeah,
but
I
I
can
really
imagine.
enjoy that. Every pack we worked on, because the idea's great, and because I was given the opportunity to sort of craft everything. So I was really make sure that each prop we produce is looking really good, and sort of, if
Attention
you look
to
at it like
details and
yeah. So I was really careful, and I was allowed to do that, which is great. Often you find in a situation where you have to rush it or you have to really get it done, but this wasn't the case.
Okay.
So that's sort of one of the huge reasons why this has been a best sort of project I've worked on.
Because it's been like you've been able to do something you love without that kind of like you're not feeling like it's a chore, right?
Yes.
There's a little.
It's a balancing act. So
It's still a job.
It's a job. But every sort of scene or the game I see, every sort of bit of props I see used in them, I remember the moment. I remember even the smell sometimes, or the music I was listening to, working on it, and stuff like that. And why? So I remember the issues that I had and tried to resolve it with the outsourcers. That was it's quite extraordinary experience I had really.
And then to see it come alive when all the creators start to use those.
Yeah, it's nice.
It must be
It's
really
good.
wonderful.
Yeah, I was just looking at the which one's that? The floating island stuff.
The Runica one.
And then that plank of wood. That's underside of the trap, the lobster trap. Actually.
The way they used it,
Yeah.
the way they kit bash and the way they use meshes and the way they weren't originally sort of made to do it in a different way is truly phenomenal.
Yeah.
So we've obviously had so many seasons. Like, I joined during Alien Conspiracy, but before that we even had like Sci-Fi Collies all the way up until Tabletop Champs. As a whole, in terms of like the meshes and the style, what was your favourite one to work on?
That is something I can't really decide.
Oh, okay, you can't like choosing between your children. Choosing your
I
favourite
would call it
child.
children. I've got kids, but every battle pass, I put my soul in it,
Oh, that's
and
beautiful.
every battle pass is so unique and nice. And I could do a lot of new things as well in that. So, for example, you mentioned Alien Conspiracy.
Yeah.
But that I was really happy with the diner set. You know, the diner and American stuff. I was really happy. Like it's sofa, I kind of designed that, but looking at it like this, and I did a really good job. What was that? Neon Coast and what? You know the rails.
Yeah.
Like you put down a set of rails on the line card, and Ed Catchball was really into trains, and I worked with him sort of get his help to lay down how the track should be and the curves and that, so that you can actually in the snapping system you can create a lot of tracks, but you can loop it back with a. So that was quite hard work. Yeah, but I did that. So the Neon Coast had a coaster ride. Roller coaster. And that rail was really complex, and I spent
I remember that being such a project at the time.
Crying, but not crying. So
it's roller coaster.
But there's a different type of tears for that one.
That really worked at the end, and I was so pleased with it. And if you run the script that Ed created, or the package he created, it's awesome just seeing it work. I saw one of the couple of games that used that. That's great, satisfying feeling. So every project like that, like a Mechanical Revolution.
Mechanical Revolutions. Yeah, so many now. Yeah,
gears. I kind of made sure that the gear actually sort of
they all like they did into each other.
So if you sort of rotate it, it's like a fourth of the rotation, things like that.
I remember doing that. I remember making a game with the rotating. It went along one of the tracks, like the gear tracks.
Oh yeah.
And I managed to get it so it literally fit in the exact. I was like, that is so
all that
satisfying.
little things. I kind of put my effort in it so that people can actually, without thinking,
and
sort of fit it together.
And trust me, it was appreciated. The amount of time they would discover that and be like, wow, this actually is, I think the one thing that really blew me away is when you did the alphabet for was it Cybertanica?
We've that's another thing really.
And the cursive for Neon Coast, like where all the letters actually, like all the neon tube signs, and they all actually like you can just make the word in it. Each one connected to whatever other letter, and I was like,
what? I used to, when I was like high school, I used to love lettering, designing the font. So the first trial was really with a Dark Circus, where we created a set of alphabets with a lamp sign, and then we created another set for Neon Tube. But the third one, the Cybertanica, was the we wanted to sort of create like a neon signs that looks like Oriental language, but it doesn't mean anything to the language. Right. I'm Japanese. So I kind of, in a way, designed a system where it looks like Korean, Japanese, or Chinese, but it means nothing. So you can actually freely use it without.
It's like what's the word for it? It's like suggestive of almost.
So it doesn't mean anything. So you can freely use it to just decorate your scene with the neon signs and stuff. So I was really happy with that achievement.
It was wonderful.
That was one of my favourite sets, actually, Cybertanica, and they're using all those neon signs with the
Cybertanica was my favourite.
The text, the sort of the faux kanji stuff. It was, it just was so wonderful to use because you could embed it into really sci-fi worlds or you could just put it into, if you're making something quite sort of modern day, you can easily do that and just bring some real life to it. And so that's one of the things. I did huge amounts of building with a lot of these asset sets, like Harrow and High and Cybertanic, and I always really enjoyed just filtering it down to just that season and finding so many amazing things and stories you could tell just by laying out little selections of the assets. So I think you always did a fantastic job. The whole art team.
Yeah, the art team is
really
just a tour de force.
unleashed the creativity just in terms of visual storytelling as well as what the community were able to bring with sort of the games they created.
And we hope that we won't say too much, but hopefully some of this stuff will live on in a way or so. We won't talk more about that, but the stuff within Crayta, that beautiful art assets will be living on. We hope indeed. I'll let you go, Tak. Thank you so much for joining us.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure for you to talk to. I can see all the messages of people being really, really happy to speak to you. So, I'll let you go.
All right.
Thank you really so much for dropping by.
Thank you.
Let's check on the poll before we go to the next bit, I think. So we're now to the top 4. Oh my goodness. Okay, Jesus. So top 4 now is Build a Base, Dungeon Master, Shaping the Future, and Perfect Simplicity, which I could have I could have bet that those were going to get to the end, actually. So
this was actually definitely your predictions.
This is my predictions. This is not actually your votes.
You really understood.
You understood.
Couldn't have a better community manager than somebody who actually knows what everybody's feeling.
I'm actually not a person. I'm just a hive mind of all of you. So one vote is underway. Is that right?
Yeah, just kicked off.
So you've got to vote for Build a Base and Dungeon Master. Vote for that one now. And we're almost there. We're almost there to find the final one. Should we play a quick video? What about not the UGC one, the other one?
I just played it. I'll play it again.
Did you actually? The one with all the seasons? Okay, well we're playing that anyway. We're playing that. Oh, wait, I can't see. Hello, welcome back for the final guest. This is Andy Shenton, who has not been on stream before. I mean, this is our. What is your technical, actual, official role now? What's the wording for it?
I'm the head of studio.
Head of studio.
Yeah.
There we go. Head of basically our boss. Like all of Unit 2 Games, head of studio. In our lovely. What, I mean, is there a little thing?
Representing with the Crayta bathrobe.
A Crayta bathrobe that someone at some point went. We're going to get some staff like memorabilia. It's not going to be the typical one, and you'll be surprised by it. Like, who wants one? It was a bathrobe. It was a bathrobe. Before we get into this, I'm going to go through some of the messages that you all said during tax, because I really want to read these out. So Crayta really has been this perfect storm to release right at the start of the pandemic and being able to pour so much excess time into the platform with the rest of the community. Just to double down on the sentiment, 30 minutes before the end, Crayta afforded me my first full-time job in the game industry and got my toe in the door. Will always love and remember this game forever. I will always remember Crayta has been the platform where I was able to quickly experiment and have fun going directly to the idea. It was so easy and cool to do your ideas here. Just to go through just a couple more. So sad to see Crayta go, but so grateful for it to exist. Psychosis says Crayta was a pivotal moment for me. It made it so easy for me to publish and share my games, connect with an amazing community, and collaborate with talented people. There's so many messages there that I won't go through them all. Russ is going to scroll down for me a little bit. Oh my goodness. A lot of us have memorized every asset in this game of Crayta. It's permanently locked in our minds. Yeah. Tack got them all emotional. Tack got them all emotional.
So you brought me on to
Tack
call
was
it.
Tack was like, yeah, I could not stop crying. We were all like, oh, like,
Yeah. I mean, the emotion from the team here. This is a 5.5-year journey for many of them. Like when we decided that Crayta would run its course, it was a pretty difficult time in the studio. It's been an amazing ride though. Like I remember 5.5 years ago now, we were there. Our community were there with us at the beginning. That was the really weird thing, was we started developing a game with a community of people, as well as our sort of founder, who really got faith in the idea of what we wanted to build. It was very strange. I've never been part of a game development before where we'd actually got a community that we were live testing with. Like a couple of months in, the first versions of Crayta were being informed by people on the publishing team who were doing live sessions with the community and sort of going, this doesn't work. I can't lay out the voxels. How is the scripting going to work? And literally day by day, we were sort of coding and building the system that was going to put that together. That early time was a really interesting part for me. It really stood out in my head as being a really unusual and new way of doing games development, because we were actually building the system hand in hand with the community team. It's such a long time and so many memories. It's hard to sort of summarize. Well, another one that was really great was we were trying to figure out if the game would work for like a younger audience. And across the studio we had everyone's kids doing builds with their parents.
It's so cute.
It was a really special time. I played with my daughters, and we spent the day and the afternoon kind of streaming, just building through something, and it was really, really special to see how easily people could put things together. It's really been really amazing. But like, what's fired us all the way through it, what's kept us going all of this time, is just seeing the amazing things that people put together.
God, yeah, it's been so wonderful. In fact, we're just going to start playing a game just because it'd be quite cool to play games while we're talking and everything like that. I put one of the silliest games that's ever been made on here for you to enjoy. Wait, did you get the share link? Sorry, Russ. We'll do a class photo. Yeah, everyone's saying, will we make a group photo before it shuts down? We will. We'll get into the hub for sure. Russ is just going to type out the code for them, and so you can have fun playing one of the silliest games in Crayta. Is it scrolling all the way down? Okay, cool. So here you are. People will start joining you in a moment. So basically this is a game called Shove Off. No? Oh, there we go. Yeah. So people are going to join you in a moment, and you're going to be basically... I've unlocked more stuff. So you've now got this... You're now It's just a silly game. I really enjoy it. And you need to knock people off. So someone's going to try and come knock you off the hill in a moment. if they're in anyway. It might make you wait to the next round.
Is this a setup? Is this like
This
you're
is a
gonna lock
setup.
me in alone on the top of the hill?
See ya. No, I think it's just going to wait until the next round. You can see people joining on the top left. I really wanted this to be one of the last games because it's just absolute pure silly fun. You mentioned earlier, I said to you, what is the favourite game you've played? And you're ready. This is coming from the boss, so you're about to hear something lovely. And you told me your favourite game was
King's Champions by quite a way. Like, I really love that game, and I've spent a weird amount of time playing it with different people on the team and with my family at home.
Really? Oh, look at that! So yeah, Still Games, who made King's Champions. You got the boss seal of approval. He loves it. And you found out there was a King's Champions 2.
Yes,
which is the Siege sort of version.
pretty spectacular, that one, in terms of like how they've moved it on as well.
Yeah, and my favourite thing is the camera shot that they do. That felt like very like the Lord of the Rings, like where all the orcs are lifting the thing up.
I had the same memory, right? Like
Yeah,
the Lord
yeah.
of the Rings online game.
That sort of exactly. Yeah.
I think the Champions game jam that we did was that one like the first mega jam that we
Champions was the first mega jam. Yeah.
Yeah, like the Champions jam was pretty spectacular overall. Like not just King's Champions, but the stuff that came out of that. I am bad at this game.
That's okay. If you when you press RT, you'll do like a dash tackle.
Okay.
So you can kind of like you sort of bump people out the way. Yeah, you see, you kind of like it's like a kind of I don't know how to explain it. Well, yeah, a tackle, I guess. But yeah, I unlocked you start off as a barrel, and he added you can unlock yourself to be just some of his favourite meshes. And I've chosen to be the arcade machine. So I've asked everyone, obviously we've had so many seasons and such across it. What has been your favourite season, just like as a general?
I think I'm becoming a bit of a stereotype now, aren't I?
No,
I really like Strength and Sorcery.
Okay, yeah.
Like, just seeing we'd done sort of fairly modern stuff, and we'd not really kind of we tried. I think in the early days we explored it with Magic Castle. I think was one of the game jams.
Yeah. That was up for pre-me. Yeah.
But Strength and Sorcery really.
Tackle yourself off.
No, wait.
You've got this. So yeah, Strength and Sorcery was one of my favourites. It's I think I would say it's my second favourite. It's really that sort of high fantasy, like magic, swords, medieval, like sort of really recognisable, but we did it with our own sort of Crayta flavour.
The hub was pretty cool for that one too, right?
My favourite hub.
With the wizards versus knights.
Yeah, it was you had to just craft projectiles to then shoot to the other side. It was the first time we kind of like made people sign up for a team when they joined the hub. So you either became knights or sorcerers. Dragons, well, go on, have a go. While you're doing that. What was your? So I spoke to Joachim about this, but I guess you'll have more of an overall because you've been here since day one, obviously with Crayta. What is your favourite moment, like something that the team achieved that you really went, oh my god, we did that? Oh
wow,
I didn't prepare you.
That is a big one.
Was it like a feature that came out that you couldn't believe we'd done?
So it was really early actually. It was the first time we were editing while playing the game. I know that like this is like really digging through the dirt, but we didn't think it was possible in the first year to kind of like run the game while editing the game. And there was a pretty special moment where we suddenly started editing and playing and realized that we built something where you could collaborate and edit at the same time.
Wow!
So it was almost accidental. We were trying to reduce the time down, and we realised that we'd got it to 0.
And you're like, wait a minute, what have we just?
Yeah, so
George's marvelous medicine moment.
We've just been increasingly reducing the time it would take to get Crayta into an editable, reducing the amount of time it takes to get Crayta into an editable state. And we were building a game together, and we sort of fairly suddenly realised that there was no time there anymore. And it was a genuine revelatory moment. But I think my favourite community one.
Yeah. Okay.
Like remains and will do for all time. The spider that was made.
Oh my god, Mighty Co's spider. Yeah.
That like. Every time
Clockwork Contraption Strand.
Every time we thought something was impossible, NPCs are impossible or
Yep.
racing games are impossible, some incredibly smart person
Yes.
in the community would make it their mission to prove how far wrong we were.
How far are you going? Oh, you think you can't do that? Here's a fully
Yeah.
articulated, individual pathfinding mechanical spider that I just made for a jam in a week. Like,
I think that stuff really like kept us going as well all the way through. Like, seeing the energy that was being devoted
Right.
to working around the restrictions meant that we then went and made NPCs. Meant that we then went and made additional physics systems. Like we added things because we saw how desperate people were. I remember seeing the cutout NPCs somebody had put in a game. It felt a bit like that moment in Home Alone where they're on the train line. This one was so desperate to get NPCs in, they captured an image of somebody in Crayta, then cut out the image, and then put the image in their game as a billboard.
the workarounds.
Yeah,
the workarounds are real for the NPCs. Someone used to make voxel people.
Yeah.
Splogster was famous for his Splogs because he was like, I really want NPCs in my game, so he'd make little voxel people. It was really good. What was I going to say? I think it's that cyclic thing, wasn't it? It's like we would build something, and then they would sort of push it to another thing, and then I think for me as a community manager, I would constantly be like seeing something that they've done and be like, oh my god, wider team, like, you know, look what they've done, like this is something that we should be like, we could do this, we could take that further.
We were pretty critical of ourselves with that stuff. Actually, we were like, look at what they've had to do in order to look how much they would want to use this.
Look what you've forced them to do.
Yeah, Lord bless our development team here. Like everyone on the team would take those things as being very personal. I don't know, not quite insults, but certainly slights that we needed to fix. The reason why we got NPCs this year was down to those figure cutouts and the kind of like spiders that were put into the game.
That spider was that's Mighty Co. He's just some next level sort of creation. I think he's got a package that nearly everyone used called Mighty Animations. That pretty much everyone uses their own, like, to make anything move anywhere. He's just a technical. Some of the things he did were just consistently blowing our minds. And did I show you the digger that he made? He made like a working digger that would dig out voxels from the ground. It was a whole thing. So in the meantime, we are just I've sent a little link out. Well, Russ has sent a link out to get to the hub, so we can all come here and take a group photo. So don't know how many people can fit in the hub. Do you remember? 20 in the hub. Cool. So we'll wait for you all to get here. How are we doing on the polls? We've been voting for the best jam name during the whole stream. Have we got to the end?
We're on our final two.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Dungeon Master and Perfect Simplicity are our final two. So by the end of the stream, we'll know your favourite one. Are you going to run that now?
I'm about to kickstart that one now.
So yeah, Dungeon Master versus Perfect Simplicity for favourite jam. That is going to be so Perfect Simplicity was the one all about mobile controls and taking a simple concept, and Dungeon Master was very much around I want to say Strength and Sorcery. Am I right? Yes, I am. It's a Strength and Sorcery jam, build jam. So that's really cool. What have we got here? Can only have 20 people in the game. I know, T-Bomb. That's sort of we wouldn't take a good picture.
You wouldn't believe how hard we tried to move some of these things for you.
Really?
Like mesh scaling was something that was asked for. Like in the very first time we asked a community poll. Like it was like one of the first things, and our engineers were trying it on and off for about 18 months, I think, trying to build different variants of it that would work well.
Yeah.
I think the same with kind of NPCs and kind of image imports and stuff like that. You wouldn't believe how long we would spend iterating around on things. I'm just looking at camera mode now.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get this in. I think I never asked myself it, but I was going to say, what was the biggest change for you? Like, what was the biggest feature that you were like? I mean, mesh scaling is an obvious one, but for me, I really think it was photo mode, because it just suddenly changed everything about, like, I could put all these social assets online and show off the game as amazing as I know it looks, but just having that photo mode was perfect.
Yeah, I mean, our art manager who championed this from the very beginning, and the animation team who worked on the poses, kind of redefined what was possible, how expressive you could be in the game. And we definitely noticed the difference on the kind of image tags that people were putting on their games, the things that they were associating to kind of show off what it felt like to play the game.
Yeah. I am just going to get myself into a pose here, and everyone can go, let's go for the floaty one. That feels nice. I think it might only be 12, in the hub. I think we changed it. Who knows?
Yeah, I think some people like being moved.
We'll do a few. We'll do a few. Cool. Well, we've only got 7 minutes, so we should take a few photos. If you're in your own hub with some people, take your own photos and such. We'll try and take your own photos here as well, because I don't think I'm going to get the best ones using my controller. I used to love all these moments. We've had so many of these photo moments for different seasons and such.
It's really great seeing all the different seasons lined up in what everyone's wearing.
We've got Strength and Sorcery. We've got original sci-fi colonies there. Alien Conspiracy, Cursed Galleons, Tabletop Champs in the middle. What's that? Is that Summer Sports? Yeah, and then Dark Circus, of course.
Yeah.
This is so cool. I hope all of you are taking your own photos as well. Yeah, we're about 5 minutes away here, Andy.
I guess one of the things I've been thinking of quite a lot while we've been approaching this point in time is like the legacy that you get out of your creations. Been working for more than a couple of decades making games, and I think the thing that I never realized at the time when I was building games and letting people experience them was sort of what comes afterwards, the things that carry on that you don't expect it.
Yeah.
For instance, I once worked on a game about 15 years ago, maybe a little bit more, and through making that game, I didn't have a great experience building it, but it was something that was released and was quite popular. 15 years later, we have someone on our team who was employed and got into the games industry off the back of what had been built there.
Oh my god! Okay.
And we've got other stories like that, right? Like Strath from our team started out in the community. I'm not just talking about getting into the games industry. I know that's been a big thing with Crayta, but you never quite know exactly who you've managed to get in with from building something. You never know who you've affected by doing it. I think this is the end of Crayta's service, but the things that Crayta has built, I'm really interested to see, like over that longer time period, kind of like who comes out of this, who comes up into the games industry, who we encounter later on and is building and doing amazing things. I'm sure there's a whole new generation inside this community of kind of new lights for games, new lights for interactive experiences that have really been enabled by Crayta. It's been inspiring to watch all of you grow, and especially some of you have been with us for a really, really long time.
Oh my god, yeah.
I really hope that this has given you a platform to move forward, and please don't. You know, creation has a finite end to it, but the effect that it has is the really interesting bit. I think there's going to be a really interesting legacy from all of the things that you've built as a community.
Yeah, I couldn't say. There's nothing more I can say on that. It's been a wonderful thing, and I've said it to so many of you that I can't wait to see what more you do, what you do into your future. I think this has really stepping stoned a lot of you. I've heard some of you say, I didn't even know I could do game creation. It awoke something in me that was so accessible that I was like, oh wait, I could do this. I can go on and do more stuff now. And some of you have made it your career. Some of you have made it your newfound hobby. That's sort of something that you didn't realize could be so much fun. Yeah, I really have been amazed at all of your incredible stuff. I think most people who have come here have said you just constantly surprised us. And growing with that, and yeah, it's been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful journey. This team is so proud of everything that we built with all of you, and thank you for being with us with it and for helping us grow with you with the platform. This team is absolutely incredible, and we're all staying together with Andy at our helm. And we're all going to continue to make something amazing. Please, I really hope you'll sort of keep your eyes on us. And what we're going to be up to. It's all we're going to keep making awesome things all together. Before we've got 3 minutes left, so we're about to find out the favorite jam. Let's find that as the last final thing. 2 minutes. I've literally just been given a this.
It's definitely that way around.
Anyone want to do anything? Anyone want to? No.
I think we should really say like thank you to everyone who's been, no matter how long you've been with us. 100%. If you've just joined the stream today, if you're watching it later, like thank you very much for all your creativity. Thank you for everything that you've done to kind of inspire us in building the game. I should also thank the development team as well. Thank you everyone who's in the studio, who's worked on Crayta and kind of got us to this point. As I mentioned with Crayta, kind of like starting with our team and with our community, like we will be doing other things, and kind of like watch this space. We will find a way to include you in kind of like where we go next, if you're interested in that, and if not, we're really excited to see what you go on and do next. Please continue to build excellent, amazing, inspiring things. Thank you so much, everyone. It has been. Oh, that never happens. That's it.
God.
Yeah. Yes, I'm very famously emotional, and but yeah, this bit even gets me. It's tough to see it shutting down, but thank you, everyone. It has been an amazing journey.
Thank you. Yeah.
And thank you, AJ, and the wonderful team here, like Russ and everyone responsible for the streaming and kind of keeping us in touch. It's been amazing stuff. I'm so glad to have gone on this journey with all of you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you all so much. I'm seeing all your messages. Yeah, it really has been an amazing journey. See it come to an end. Glad I was a part of it. Thank you. Gonna miss this. Anyone else getting teary-eyed? No! I don't want to go. We love you, folks. It's been a wild 5 years from Stephen Taylor Moore there. Thank you so much to Russ as well. Let me get this camera. Wait, where can you... Come here. Thank you to Russ, who's been sat at the side this entire time. There we go. We'll get him in for the last thing.
Cool. I mean, I guess from my point of view, I mean, I hope you can hear me because there's no one there checking to see that I can be heard. But yeah, I think this has been my first job in the industry.
Yep.
This has been a massive learning curve for me over the last 4.5 years or so, 5 years. First community I managed, the first time I professionally streamed. I think back to the early days of streaming on Crayta and Stadia and the anxiety going into it, but now to actually sit here and produce this final stream has been a real privilege. So it's been really cool to kind of get to this point. And yeah, again, massive thank you to everybody who's kind of got us to this point. And yeah, really excited for the future.
Yeah, very much.
Probably where I'd leave that.
Yeah, we've just been given the wave. That is it. It is 4 o'clock our time. Crayta's servers will imminently be going down. And as one last thing, I just thank you all so much. It's been an absolute pleasure to be your community manager. Every day I've been wanting to do this job. I've wanted to wake up because of you guys, because of this team, and you made it amazing. And this is just the beginning of all of your journeys, all of our journeys. Thank you all so much. Take care, everyone. Look after yourselves. We'll see you all soon. Bye. Oh God.